Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the Season 6 VRML Echo Arena North American Finals. It all kicks off right here, right now with the VR cover pre-show. I am so excited to be here. I am Psychaotic, and I am joined by Jeep Girls, Jinx, and Glean, where we are going to break down what is about to happen, because you know what? The finals may start now, but it is going to go for 2 weeks, and it all culminates on November 20th. It is the day you do not want to miss. Echo Arena VRML Season 6 Grand Finals for NA, EU, and OCE. It will be one of the biggest shows in VRML history. Be sure to tune in for that. But before we can get to that, there are many matches to be fought. There are many days that we are going to be playing and casting here to get to that point. And I am just so excited for it. Jeep Girls, listen, they've been fighting all season, on the ladder into the master tier, whatever they've got to do to qualify for this tournament. Tell us about what that process looks like.
My goodness. So first of all, yes, this is going to be amazing. And I know these teams have got to be stoked. We are so thrilled to be here and to get to be a part of this. It's going to be fantastic. Yes, the season is broken into 3 cycles of 4 weeks each. And as teams make their way up that ladder, the goal is to make it first into Challenger Cup. Challenger Cup is a tournament that is held at the end of each cycle. And it's the top 6 teams of the ladder and the bottom 2 teams of the master tier. Now, whoever wins that tournament is a part of the master tier. And at the end of the season, which we just had our 3rd Challenger Cup, at the end of the season, whoever's in master gets to compete in finals to find out who is the champion for the season. And that's where we are right now, just getting started. And we are so excited for this.
Yep, we absolutely are. So they have been competing all season long to get here. And now that they are in this tournament, we've got, the whole tournament planned for them. Jinx, can you break down what does this tournament look like? What's the format? What are these teams about to experience?
Absolutely. And again, I'm also super excited to be here. Like these players, these teams are the top of the game. They're quick. They know what's going on. So there are going to be some amazing games. You definitely don't want to miss this weekend. So as Jeep mentioned a little earlier about the Challenger Cup, it kind of follows a very similar method of the Challenger Cup, where the only difference is it's not going to be teams trying to compete to get into Master. It's just Master. So you're going to have teams that are competing like Hot Drop versus Neighbors, and Anomaly versus Montage, where they're going to be basically playing double elimination. So you're going to be playing through, and if you win, you continue down the winners bracket, and if you lose, you go down to the less winners bracket, which you continue. You at least get an opportunity to get all the way down to the end of that, still competing against the others that unfortunately get knocked out until we get down to the grand finals. Which, speaking of teams, there is one kind of interesting thing. So there's 10 different teams going on this round. And so there are 2 teams that are not going to end up playing today. They actually get a bye this week. And those 2 teams, they were 1st and 2nd place as they ended end of the season. And so those 2 teams specifically are going to be Juicebox and Vicious, which, again, really top competing teams. Going to be really difficult to beat this tournament. Glean, do you have tell me a little bit more about these 2 different teams and the players that are on them? What do you know about these guys?
Yeah, I mean, these teams have been super interesting to see throughout the duration of the season. They're actually 2 of the longer lasting teams here up in the master tier, with the first team in Juicebox here, looking at a strong roster between Mozzie, Ryan, Swagor, and the Law. Just a crazy good team there, and have been able to perform and lasted quite a long time. They have shown a couple of vulnerabilities at times, and could have. They kind of demonstrate that although they are a top team, they can be beaten if another opposing team plays quite well. And I mean, going over to Vicious, again, another team that's been around for a long time. Matthew, Palace, Sweet Tooth, Zach W, all players that are out there and top caliber shooters. Palace, one of the best defenders I know. He has been such a good defender in terms of covering lanes, in terms of covering people. Impeccable defender, really, in my opinion. So it'll be really interesting to see how these teams match up later on down the line where they're actually playing against others.
Yep. It is going to be electric for sure when we have the pleasure of watching these teams play, but that will not happen today. As Jinx mentioned, they have a bye round today, but the teams that we will get to see today are going to include Hot Drop, The Neighbors, Anomaly, Montage, Ethereal and W, and then Instinct and Kangarillas to finish us off tonight. But one match at a time, one team at a time. Let's break this down. Jeep Girls, I would love for you to tell us a bit about Hot Drop. I know you have casted them several times, so what can we expect to see out of them today?
Oh boy, they're definitely hungry. They're a very hungry team. You know, they were a team that last season they were not expected to get into Master, and there was uh, a little controversy here and there with them throughout the season last year, winding up with them being in the Master tier to start off this season. And they have fought and they have shown that they are in the middle of this Master bracket. They're not just at the bottom. They're not, they're not on the cusp of falling out of it. They have fought hard and worked hard to stay there. And they have had roster changes and they've had captainship changes. And there has been a lot that has gone on with that team. But they've definitely proven themselves to be worthy of being in the Master tier. And I don't know. I'm interested to see how they do this week.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting for sure. And they have got one heck of a tough matchup to kick us off this evening. Like, listen, the neighbors may have come in from a Challenger Cup this cycle. That does not mean that they were like just the last to make their way in. These are all former champions. I mean, Jinx, tell us about how scary the neighbors are.
Oh yeah, I mean you hit it the nail on the head. Like these players are former champions. There's a team previously known as Ignite, and most of the players were on that specific team, and they were a really difficult team to defeat. And so I mean, right now you're looking at, you have Rox Titan, you have Jaywalker, you have Time, and you also have a Platypus. Like it's a solid roster, and it is going to be definitely a team to be watching these finals, as they have great team chemistry. They clearly know the game. Again, a lot of these folks have been playing preseason even before we really got into the deep of where we are now in VRML, and they're just highlighted players that if you play VRML and you play Echo Arena, you're gonna know the names of the people on this team.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. You hit the nail on the head there. These are players that are no stranger to the Master tier, and you know that they are looking to make a name for themselves. Basically, forming at almost the last possible second, climbing or destroying their way up the ladder to get to where they are right now. They may be sitting in one of the lower seeds, but make no mistake, this team has the potential to go deep into the bracket. It is just a matter of will they pull it off here tonight, starting with Hot Drop. But we've also got other matches coming up after that Hot Drop versus the neighbors match, excuse me. After that, we are going to have Anomaly versus Montage. Now, Glean, you and I know we've been around for a while. We saw Anomaly first make their way into the Master tier in Season 3. However, there's been so many roster changes since that, so many playstyle changes. So can you tell us a bit about what we are going to see from this version of Anomaly right here tonight, kicking off finals?
Yeah, I mean, looking here at Acorn, Captain Will, Chucknut Norris, KFC, Retro, and Swagger Nuts rounding out the 6 for this roster. And Acorn has been long-standing a member of Anomaly, always there, consistently playing at a very high level, and it's really kept Anomaly running throughout so many seasons. Like you said, playing since really Season 2, Season 1 even, and all the way back. I think they were even in preseason, if I'm not mistaken. Just a long-standing roster here. Captain Will, Chucknut Norris, and KFC all provide some great aspects to this team. We're looking at Norris and KFC as two great strikers, a great front court if you're looking to try and be really aggressive. KFC, we all know to be one of the great jukers and one of the great, stylist shots or shooters out there. So I'm excited to see him play Acorn and Captain Will running out a very nice backcourt to hold things down here for Anomaly. And I mean, on the other side, looking at Montage, it's like you can't go wrong with the likes of Chrome, Buchibo, Fire Ninja, D Tyler, Grumpiest Room, and XA. I mean, again, high-powered offense. Chrome loves to facilitate setup. Shooters like Fire Ninja and G Tyler and Buchibo there on the back line. I mean, he's just a great up-and-coming goalie for me. I love watching him play, and just some of the saves that he makes are absolutely ridiculous. So a great matchup to be sure.
Yeah, 100%. And, I got to add on a little bit here for the Montage, because there has been so much that has gone into this team making it up into finals. Had some unlucky matchups going into that final week. Initially did not even look like they were going to qualify for the Challenger Cup despite having this star-studded roster. I mean, as you mentioned, Chrome, Buchibo, Fire Ninja, G Tyler, Broom, and XA, no strangers to the Master tier, and the thought of almost not having them is really rough. But they did make their way up into the Challenger Cup after a dropout. They answered the call strongly, not even having their full starting roster, but you could tell the fire in their performance last weekend during the Challenger Cup means they have earned their spot here in finals. And as you said, this is going to be an insane match between them and Anomaly, who narrowly avoided playing in that Challenger Cup. So, it's going to be a very, very strong match there, and an even stronger one that will follow it. We're going to have Ethereal versus W. I mean, Ethereal is a team that I have personally enjoyed watching for a long, long time, though they may have seen roster changes over the season. They have been consistently helmed by C. Jason, and he has held that squad together, pushing them further and further. Last season, correct me if I am wrong, they finished third. Jeep, do you think they are hungry to go even further this time?
Of course they are. Everybody's hungry. That's the thing. All of these teams definitely want to prove themselves and want to prove why they are the top of Master. Everybody's jonesing for it. So it's going to be fantastic play by all of these teams, and they're all here for a reason, right? These are the best of the best, and this is going to be so much fun to get to see these teams duke it out. I mean, they're going to be battling hard, and they are all going to be going in with everything they've got to stay in this.
Yep. 100%, but we cannot talk about the Ethereal love without talking about the W love. My goodness, this team is, in my opinion, like just the epitome of new blood in Master Tier. Most of these players, this is their first time being in the Master Tier this season. They got in after Cycle 2, and they have been killing it since. I really cannot, overstate the accomplishments that they've had in last cycle and this cycle as they have climbed their way up the Master Tier. They've got Giggity Gao as the captain, Bloop, who, people have been making some claims about Bloop and him being a miniature version of Game, who is, of course, one of the best players that we've seen in this game. And then we've got Citizen, Jake, Cam, and Jack G. This is a younger roster, but a roster that I think will go very, very far. Jinx, have you been able to watch W? Do you know what that W factor is?
I've not only just watched, but I've played with a number of these folks in various different scrims, and they really are in a different league. And you're not wrong about that young blood. These folks have come together, and even though that they are a relatively newer team, you wouldn't know it by watching the way that they play. The Giggity Gao, solid captain, keep the team together and really make sure that they stay focused. Bloop, I mean, there's a shot named after. No, that's Bloop shot, right? So, but they're doing absolutely this team is absolutely spectacular. You would never know that they're relatively new blood. They play like they've been playing for since preseason. They this is just another season of Master for them. So it's absolutely impressive. Every single one of the members on the team are absolutely fantastic. Some of them have actually met up at various different lands, so it's kind of fun always to see those folks that are working their way through Master and then actually be able to map a face to the Echo unit. So it's really neat. I'm really excited specifically with W to see how far they can go, and especially with some of the matchups they're going to be going against. It's going to be a tight race all the way down.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting for sure. I mean, looking at their match history, right? Looking at W's final match of the season, they took on Vicious, who we talked about earlier was the number 2 team in the Master Tier at the end of the season. They went to 3 rounds, and the overall score was 38-39. I mean, if that doesn't speak for itself, I really do not know what does. And we've talked about the new blood thing, and I'll elaborate just a little bit more, and then we'll move on. But guys, really, the way this team plays is not, it's not the traditional meta that we have seen at the top of the Master Tier over and over again, but that does not mean that it is bad in comparison or less than in any way. These players know when to rely on themselves to make some space, to juke some stuff out, do whatever they've got to do to buy time to get their players up the arena, and then they shift into such a beautiful possession playstyle. I'm so excited. I'm really excited for W. I cannot overstate it enough. But then, as if all of these matches were not enough, our final match of the evening tonight is going to be Instinct versus Kangarillas. Jeep, I know that you are a Kang fan, just as I am, and we know the history. Instinct's got Ender and cruising over there. Kangarillas got Strembitsky. Jeep, tell us what this match is going to mean.
It's kind of the oldest of the schools meets the oldest of the schools, right? These two teams are absolutely incredible. And yes, I am a Kang fan. They were the first team that I ever heard of when I came into VRML, and when I found Echo, that was the very first team, and they made quite the impression on me. So they've been for our team specifically, and for me as a caster, I have thoroughly enjoyed watching their play style and observing the way that they play and they move that disc, and just that one more pass there in the bubble is it's astonishing and breathtaking. So I'm really, really excited to watch that match tonight. And I don't know, that's going to be one for the books.
Yep, it absolutely will be. We have a few more minutes left here in this VR cover pre-show, and we have gone over all of the matches that are happening tonight. So I just kind of want to go around the table and get some personal predictions. Who is the team to watch in your opinion? Who do you think is going to go far, and who, maybe is not going to go as far as we would hope? Glean, since I've started as a player and a caster, you have had one of the most analytical brains I have ever seen. So I'm making you go first so I can cheat off so that I can use your answer as inspiration. What do you think is going to happen here in this tournament?
Oh, it is so interesting because I think a lot of these matchups are very playstyle dependent because, we talked about the old blood, we talked about the new blood here in the kind of that top echelon of Echo Arena, and the gap has closed. Before, in previous seasons, we would see, players that are kind of newer to the scene would struggle a bit. It would be pretty obvious who the team that would come out to be the winner would be. But here, it's so much up in the air because, you have the likes of Instinct and Kangarillas running these teams back, running these players that have been around the scene for so long. And then you have up-and-comers like W, Ethereal, although they've kind of retooled their roster. Anomaly has also retooled their roster and are coming back. It's such a hard decision to make regarding who is actually going to come out on top of this. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say, we talked about W, you got to watch out for W. I would also very much agree. I know that Jucifer is going to give me grief there in the chat for saying it over again, but the Neighbors versus W could be an insane matchup. We see kind of 2 rounds down the line should they both win their matches. Okay. My prediction right now, at least for kind of your top 4 here, I'm thinking probably along the lines of Juicebox, Instinct, Ethereal, and I'm actually gonna say Vicious. I will think that the top 4 will eventually make it all the way through, but we'll have to see how the double elimination plays into everything.
Yep, 100%. Jinx, how about you? What do you think? What are your predictions, your teams to watch?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Again, there's so many great players. But here's the thing. So right now, just because I casted this team previously, and they honestly stunned me with the different play. And I'm gonna have to say Montage is actually a team that I'm actually watching right now, specifically because when we talked about changing up the game, usually with we're talking about the Neighbors. The Neighbors can pick up the game and get downfield in half a second. You blink and you miss it. But Montage doesn't, and Montage could do the same thing, but that's not their current play style. They are all about the nice, clean, smooth passes, moving downfield, staying in control, resetting when you need to. And so that, to me, when I'm watching these different games as I'm casting, it really does make you have to think as a team who's been playing against a number of teams that are a lot faster. Most of these teams play fast. Most of the teams have unreal stacks, and just when an open 3 is a drop in the bucket. And so when you have that speed, and that's what you're used to playing, and to having a team turn it around and completely slow it down, it really does change the game. It really does make your team and tests the teams and pushes the limits of Masters and where you guys are and where you're going to be able to end up during this entire tournament. So I feel like, again, Montage is definitely going to be a team to watch. Also W, again, with the new blood, and the Neighbors, because again, we have a bunch of folks that have been here before. So I'm really interested to see how the champions play against some of these new teams and these new styles.
Yep. 100%. Jeep, how about you? What are your thoughts?
Oh boy. Part of my problem is I have people on these teams, on every one of them, that I adore. Like, they're just some fantastic people on these teams, and that makes it really hard because my want for them to win and who is actually going to win might not line up. So that's a tough call. I think that in the end, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to casters curse it. But I'm looking forward to seeing all of these teams play, and I'm looking forward to when Juicebox gets in there and we get to see what Juicebox and Vicious can do. I'm looking forward to seeing that. As for tonight, I think it's anybody's game. It's going to depend on who shows up, who's there, which players are in the arena, and who's hungrier, who wants it more.
Yep, 100%. And we are going to wrap up this pre-show because, you know, we got to get ready for the actual match is the thing that we really came for. But I do need to shout out HyperX really quick because HyperX has always supported VRML with the high-quality HyperX Quadcast S. They provide our champions with HyperX Cloud Mix Buds and also recently launched the new HyperX Cloud Alpha wireless headphones with dual chamber audio and over 300 hours in battery life. You can get 20% off of MSRP off of fully priced HyperX products in North America using the code HyperX VRML 20. I'm sorry, HX VRML 22. And it does not end there because we will be having HyperX giveaways during the final streams. I do believe we've got a mic that is up for grabs tonight, so you do not want to miss that. Definitely keep your eyes peeled for when that goes live. And speaking of going live, we've got to get ready for these live matches. These teams are getting ready. They are in the arena warming up, and we have got to go break up into our respective casting crews. So thank you guys so much for joining us for the VR cover pre-show. This has been an awesome time getting the insight of everybody else in this booth because this tournament is one that you do not want to miss. So we will go to a short break, and then we will be back with Hot Drop First the Neighbors. Hello and welcome back. If you are continuing to join us from the pre-show, welcome back. Or if you are just tuning in because here's where the matches start, then welcome. Either way, we are kicking off North American Finals right here with this matchup between Hot Drop and the Neighbors. My name is Psychaotic. We've got Wonder T on the cam, Sir Dimwee, Cano, and Sphinx all doing background work for us today. And of course, the lovely Jeep girls in the booth with me. Jeep, we just spent a lot of time talking about Hot Drop versus the Neighbors, but now it is actually happening. And now seeing these players in the arena warming up, getting ready, have your thoughts changed at all? What are you thinking?
Oh boy, I don't know. With the addition, we saw so many roster changes this season for Hot Drop. And with the addition of Lulz and Snipe in there, I don't know. I think they are definitely going to be coming for the Neighbors. Like, I think they're going to be aggressive and they're going to be intense, and I think they're hungry. They're hungry. They have something to prove. They want to stay where they've been. They've been doing a fantastic job in Master Tier this past season, after getting there at the end of last season. And I think they've done a great job of staying right there in the middle. So as long as they can stay in the middle, right, they're safe. But of course, everybody wants to make it to the top. So we'll see how far they're able to go. Neighbors are coming in now, and this is going to be a match for the books. I don't know. I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised by this one and see a nice tight game.
Yep, 100%. We are still waiting for some players to arrive for the Neighbors, but I want to take a minute to talk about that. The Neighbors, we heard a rumor in the chat earlier that the Neighbors would not have Jaywalker tonight, and it looks like they are playing at least one sub. We're waiting for either Jaywalker or Game to be here, and it's going to be interesting to see how that changes things. Do not get me wrong. On paper, the Neighbors is terrifying. A whole bunch of former champions, a whole bunch of players that have been in and around champion before or in and around Master Tier. They are terrifying on paper, but also, as we saw, a lot of these players from the Neighbors came from Avant before they disbanded, and that team taught us that, game sense and individual skill is not everything. You still need to have that strong fire as a team if you are going to compete at this level. I do believe the Neighbors can do it. I am not dissing the Neighbors in any way, shape, or form, but we have not seen them perform week after week in the Master Tier yet with this roster. They just came up from the Challenger Cup, and it's going to be interesting to see after they decimated the ladder how they do getting up into the Master Tier in this finals tournament. I think they will do very, very well. I just think, as you said, if Hot Drop stays hungry, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely will. And like you said, without Jaywalker, it is very much a team thing. How much they've been working, in the arena with this roster is going to be interesting, and it will show. It will show indeed. If they've been putting the time and the effort and the work with this starting roster, then I'm sure they're going to be fine, and they're gonna come in and they're gonna sweep us off our feet. If not, they might be good enough anyways that it's not going to matter, and that they're just going to come in and clean house.
Yep.
We'll see.
I think both of these teams are just looking to do their thing tonight. And, we've seen both of these teams play enough to know that thing is scary. And I cannot wait to see how that, pairs up against each other. We talked about Neighbors a little bit. And now as we're waiting for the ready ups, we can go ahead and talk about Hot Drop for a second. Hot Drop, as you mentioned, has seen some major roster changes. And I do mean major, because Draco Mako and Average, I do believe, are the last two remaining original members of Hot Drop. Both Snipe and Lulz were added later on in this season. They are both fantastic players. Snipe was at the top, the tippy top of league subs for a while. Lulz, coming off of Zen, has proven himself time after time again. It is just going to be interesting to see how that all comes together on this Hot Drop roster as they take on the Neighbors this evening. We are supposed to be getting started any minute now, and the Neighbors still only have 3. This could be interesting, Jeep.
It could be. Will we begin with it? Yes, they're readying up anyways. Okay, there we go. Game has just slid in there at the last second, ready to go. So our starting roster for the Neighbors is Time, Rox, Titan, a Platypus, and Game. And coming in for Hot Drop is Draco, Mako, Snipe, Average, and Lulz. So they are ready to go and readying up now. We have just a few minutes. Good luck to you guys. We are excited to be here.
Yep. I am so excited to be here, and there is just far too much going on my screen. 1 second. All right, here we go. Into this match between Hot Drop and the Neighbors. The first touch going to the Neighbors as Game picks this one up in the mid, taking his time there with the incoming stack before setting it to Rox, and Rox is not messing around, not wasting no time. That's going in for the 2, and the Neighbors are on the board in just 6 seconds.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time today coming in and going ahead and making their mark on this game. That's going to be Joust Advantage going back over to Hot Drop right now as they are ready to respond. And let's see how they answer with that. That's going to be Draco making that grab, but Game playing dirty. Going to just grab that disc right out of his hands and sink it in for another one.
Listen, we have all, seen and heard about Game maybe being a bit busy outside of Echo Arena for a bit, but I guarantee you, Game has showed up tonight. He is ready to play as he sinks in that 3. The Neighbors have a 5-0 lead. But now, here comes Hot Drop. They'll try it again. It's not over as Draco Mako sends this to Average in the popcorn. Oh no, waits too long, gets stunned out by the incoming stack. That's picked up by Rox Titan, fires this one over across to Time. Time driving in, top pocket time and time again. That's going in for the 2, and now the Neighbors are up by 7.
Well, I guess we know now that this starting roster is amazing and fantastic. I was just watching that stack, and the stack went, they were so fast. It was, you could almost see flames coming from the back end of their feet. That disc is right there in the hands of Draco Mako. Oh, he's getting attacked, but he's able to ward it off, sending it right down into the hands of Lulz. Lulz with a stack from the Neighbors is so incredibly quick, and great Game just rips that one right out of the air, sending that one down to the floor to Time. Time gonna send it all the way through the tunnels and down into the blue zone, but Draco Mako is there to make that grab. Oh, a Platypus gonna snatch that one, sends it over to Rox Titan. Rox Titan is moving down towards the bubble, finds Game on the floor. Game is just going to dance around. Oh, what a nice send, but what a fantastic save by Average.
Yeah, but they're not done yet, as that is going to be picked up by Game once again, driving in. No! Oh, you hate to see it through the hands of Draco Mako, but points are points, and Game will not be denied. That's going in for the 2, and now the Neighbors are up 9-0, excuse me. And my goodness, Jeep, we are not even 3 minutes into this round.
We are not. They are. They're definitely coming in hot tonight. Draco Mako sending that disc right down into the hands of Average. Average going to sink it across the floor, but Time is there to pick it up, sending it right back through the tunnel as that stack comes in. Game grabbing that disc, sending it into the goal for the 3. Holy cow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Game is in the building, and he came to play. That's going in for the 3, and now Neighbors are up 12-0. Not even 3 minutes into this round. I mean, we're close, we're getting there. But hey, you know what? If Hot Drop is going to wake up, they need to do it very, very soon. As Draco Mako sends this one over across, looking to connect with the teammate, but no, stolen away by Game once again. However, he is under pressure from Snipe, forces the bad pass, picked up by Lulz, and there we go. As I say it, Hot Drop has awoken. They sink in the 3, and they have cut this Neighbors lead down to 9.
Oh boy, well, I hope they can keep that momentum and get a few more on the board here. As Joust Advantage going over to the Neighbors now, they are going to grab that disc and come right out. I have a feeling we're going to see some very quick movement right here from the Neighbors as Game takes that disc. Just going to hold it off. Oh, nice movement there to stay away from Lulz. Going to send that one down to a Platypus, who is going to send it off the back wall. But Draco Mako is there to make the grab. Not getting too much heat just yet from the Neighbors. Going to send that one across the top of the arena, but that is going to be picked up by Rox Titan, who is going to send it right back up. Oh, a little bit of a missed pass there, and that is back into the hands of Average.
Yep. Average now up to Lulz. Lulz looking for that clear lane. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I did not see the teammate. That was a pass, but either way, it's going to end up in the hands of a Platypus. Not for long, though. Average getting back to it. Now sends this one low to Snipe. That's open, but not for long. Rips the shot. No! Rox Titan gets home with the stack just in time to intercept that shot and send it right back up to Time in the mid. Time looking, trying to find that cloud shot, I do believe, but instead it will bounce into the hands of Game in the trap. Game unloading this one. No! Off the ding ring into the hands of Time. Time to Rox Titan on the back wall, but no! Average, what a save there! Gets this one sent out of the bubble up to Draco Mako. Draco Mako looking to send this one through for the waiting stack, but it is going to take an unfortunate bounce instead into the hands of no Lulz. Oh my goodness, the stack coming in at the last possible second to steal that one away from Rox Titan, puts that one in for the 2. Here comes Hot Drop.
Yes, they have awoken, we should say. They have come to play, and they're trying to shrink that lead just a bit, and they are holding off the neighbors right. And the neighbors have had a couple of unanswered goals here, and that is going to be Rox Titan with that disc. Going to send it right down into the hands of Time, who gets it stolen away by Average. Average going to send it to Lulz for another long three. Whew, it's just two goals now, a 2-goal difference.
Listen, I'm knocking. That's on wood. Nothing that I say can impact the course of this match. But, 3 minutes in, the neighbors were up by 12. And now, in just a 2-minute swing, that is 8 unanswered points from Hot Drop. They have got it to within 4 points. That is just 2 goals. But can they keep it up? As Game sends this one through the tunnel to a Platypus, looking for that crossover to Rox Titan, but that will be snatched up by the stack instead. It's Snipe with it now, looking to send this one through the tunnel, but Time on the back wall will tell him no. Looking for that long 3 off the backboard, but Draco Mako getting home just in time to deny it. Sends it out of the bubble up to the hands of Lulz. Lulz looking to feed this one through the mid, but no good as that bounces instead into the hands of Game. Now down low to Time once again, up to Rox. Rox under pressure, loses this one to Snipe, and will not find the clear just yet as it is picked up by a Platypus. Over now to Game, and it looks like the neighbors will have another go at this one.
They will. A Platypus with that disc, gonna send it all the way across to Rox Titan. Rox Titan moving in, gonna send that one down to Game, gonna sink it in for another 2. They are not going to give up just yet. What an absolute turnaround from the first half of this round.
Yeah, I mean, it very much slowed down there. It was a 44-second goal time, which, looks average, but when you compare it to the fact that we've got, 22 points on the board in 6 minutes, that's insane. It has shifted a bit. Let's just see who can keep it going as Time picks this one up with a Platypus. They're looking for the dribble, but the stack has broken. However, the back stack is on the scene, picked up by Game, but stolen by Average. Average looks to send this one up to Lulz. Lulz with a quick relay through, connecting with that incoming stack. They're forced to just send it in, and oh my goodness, almost find the points there, but it goes off the ding ring and up high instead, where it will be slapped away by Rox Titan.
That is going to be Lulz with that disc one more time, getting it off before getting stunned out. Is going to send that one back for a nice reset to Draco Mako there in the midfield area. Going to send that one down the floor and up the wall to Average. Average sends that one across the arena into the hands of Lulz one more time. Oh, but he holds it a little too long, and Platypus is going to grab that disc, sending it all the way. Oh, oh my gosh. Are you kidding? That disc.
Wow.
Oh.
That was painful. It was very, very close there, but now back into the hands of Time. Looks like neighbors will try it again as Time sends this one all the way through. It is going to bounce right into the hands of Average, though, for Hot Drop, sending this to Lulz. Lulz sending this one over to Draco Mako, looking to create some time and space, but gets neither as he sends that right into the hands of Game. However, this is now bouncing around. It will be recovered by a Platypus, sent over to Time. Time with a 2-on-1, gets the Dusty and the shot, but not the goal. Average, what a save there. Gets this one picked up and sent out, but not through just yet. It's going to require another throw, and this time it is good. Bouncing down into the neighbor's zone, into the hands of Draco Mako, driving in on the goalie. No! Goalie jumps out, forces the bad shot, and now it's into the hands of Time and cleared away.
Oh my goodness, and that is Game with the disc now, moving back in towards the bubble. Everybody is getting onto defensive positions. Oh, what another grab by Draco, but no, a Platypus grabs that disc, turning around and throwing it right into the disc, stretching that lead to 8 points.
We called out the 44-second goal time, and now we've got to call out 1 minute and 52 seconds to find that next set of points. And though the last 2 have gone in favor of the neighbors, it has gotten to be much more even out there in the arena. Let's see how Hot Drop can answer back. They are down by 8. I believe they're already out of mathematical time here unless they start dumping in threes like crazy. But any points matter here for momentum as a Platypus gets another steal, but that's intercepted by Average. Average sending this one in, connects with Snipe. Now over across the Lulz, driving in. He will not be denied. That's going in for the 2, and now Hot Drop is within just 6.
Lulz absolutely coming in clutch today for Hot Drop, putting all of these points up on the board. It is absolutely incredible. They are down to just 50 seconds as they come out of that tunnel, and they need 2 nice 3-point goals in order to take us to an OT if they're going to stay in this first round. Game now with the disc, going to send it across the arena. Oh, it's going to hit the Geo, unfortunately, and it's going to bounce right back up as Average does pick that one up, sending it in for the 3.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. I you know what? I jumped the gun saying that they may be out of time because they're going to have about 20 seconds left. Hot Drop is only down by 3. That is just 1 goal, but it's got to be a 3, and that is no easy feat right now against a team like the Neighbors. We'll see, though, or the Neighbors could just hold on to this lead here as Game takes it to the ceiling under a little bit of pressure from Lulz, forces that pass over to Time. Time now sending this one on through to Rox. Rox with the quick relay all the way through for the waiting stack. Oh my goodness, where are they? No, it is going to be Hot Drop home first. 5 seconds left. They need the shot here and now, but they will not get it as A Platypus picks that one up in the tunnel to finish out round 1 in favor of the Neighbors, 16-13.
What an absolutely fantastic round, and that is really what I was hoping we would see between Hot Drop and the Neighbors tonight. I'm absolutely astonished and impressed. Fantastic goal work there by Draco Mako and Average having some killer saves in that round, and Lulz coming in with 4 of those goals in that first round. Amazing.
Yeah, like really, really crazy stuff. We saw the Neighbors go up by, I believe it was 11 or 12 unanswered points within 3 minutes of this round. For Hot Drop to claw their way back as close as they did is just, it's something we've got to talk about. That is insane, especially against a team like the Neighbors. We were talking about earlier how this roster is so scary, and even staring into the face of that, Hot Drop keeps persisting time and time again. They have just got to find a way to deal with the Neighbors' speed, and we could see a different round too. I don't know. Taking a quick look at these stats right now, though, the points leader is actually Lulz over there on the side of Hot Drop. He's got 10 to his name, but he is closely followed by Game, who has 8 points. There are assists across the board, but Rox Titan's got 2 of them, so he claims that column, and Draco Mako is already up to 3 saves. You know, I actually had the pleasure of talking to Rox about Draco Mako at one time, and Rox told me that Draco, he thinks, is one of the most slept on goalies in Master Tier right now, and Draco is certainly proving that right now with 3 saves against the Neighbors.
Absolutely, and I'm excited to watch the second round here as Average does duck and avoids the Neighbors. Going to send that one all the way down into the hands of Lulz. Lulz going to send it across the arena. Oh no, they did miss that, but he is able to pick it right back up. Holding possession for a moment, sends that one up to Average. Average getting attacked by Game. Gonna send it off to Lulz. Lulz over to Snipe for the goal. And Hot Drop is on the board first here in round 2.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Hot Drop, not to be deterred by that round 1 loss, is off to a solid start here with that 2-pointer, and that is going to do wonders for them, I do believe, in the grand scheme of momentum. But Neighbors are looking to snuff out that spark before it can even start. It's going to be Game as the QB working his way forward here. Finds that easy relief pass to Rox Titan, who sends it over now to A Platypus. Platypus wasting no time, hits Time, and oh my goodness, driving into the bubble. The one-on-one, there we go. He gets it done. The Neighbors are on the board and have this tied at 2.
We do have it tied at 2. 9 minutes left in the round. Hot Drop has to take this round if they want to go on, because as we know with VRML, it is the best of, right? So they need to be on the board here a couple more times. They need to take another round as they send that one quickly down to the hands of Average. Average going to cross the arena to Lulz. Lulz going to send it all the way into Snipe. Snipe just going to hold it for a moment, wait for the play, finds it in Lulz, and Lulz sinks that one in for the 2. Hot Drop taking the lead again.
Oh man, I don't know if that was a slap or just a very quick reload, but either way, Lulz will get it done. They're under pressure with the cut from Time. Good stuff. And now Hot Drop has the lead once again, 4-2. But can they hang on to it? Game is going to handle this one here for the side of Neighbors. Under pressure from Lulz, and oh, he forces the disc away from Game. Picked up by Snipe, and Snipe not able to snipe that one in just yet. Instead, it is going to bounce off the back wall into the hands of Lulz. Lulz stunned out by A Platypus. Platypus sending this one on through the mid, but it will be intercepted by Draco Mako. He sends this one forward for the waiting stack. It's Average here looking for one last cut to Lulz, and Lulz, the stun comes too late. It's going in anyway. That's another 2 on the board for Hot Drop.
That was an absolutely beautiful play. Everything was well connected there, and they definitely, you could see the communication going on between them in order to get that one in. That was definitely a team effort there by Hot Drop. Being down 4 here with 7 minutes, 30 seconds left. Neighbors are having the joust advantage. Game with the disc right now, getting a lot of heat from Lulz. Gonna send that one down to Time. Time gonna cross the arena. Beautiful pass to A Platypus. Sends it right back into the hands of Time once again. Lulz is moving in on him as gets that disc over to Game. Game gonna shoot it high to Rox Titan. Rox Titan down to Time, and there is Another 2 points for the neighbors.
You know, Time is just one of the scariest players. As a goalie, one of the scariest players to turn your head, look at the back wall, and see him there with the disc. I mean, he gets it done very consistently. Great points there from the side of the neighbors. However, Hot Drop is still holding on to this 2-point lead, and you know they're looking to extend it. Draco Mako sends this one forward. Oh no, that is going to take a bad bounce, but the back stack does miss it. It is going to be picked up by, no, not Lulz. Still taking some weird bounces as it is picked up by a Platypus, but that's right into the hands of Draco Mako. Draco Mako sends this one back through the mid, again bouncing around, and this time it's Rocks Titans as he handles this one and sends it up to Time in the mid. Time doing some moves, trying to stay away from the incoming stack, but cannot, as that is stripped away by Lulz. Lulz looking for that long 3 off of the Sky Trench, and it's close, but not in just yet. Oh, Game barely getting home, but no, into the hands of Average, and oh my goodness, what would have been a 2 is now a 3, and now Hot Drop is up 9-5.
Wow, 6 minutes left on the clock. Joust advantage going back to the neighbors once again. I tell you what, these guys are killing it tonight in this arena. Hot Drop is definitely working really hard trying to take this one. Game with the disc though, gonna send that one right down into the hands. Oh, gets intercepted by Hot Drop, and that is going to be Snipe with the disc, gonna send it all the way into the bubble, back off the back wall, and it's going to be person's disc, and it is Platypus's now. Gonna send that one all the way down. Oh, Geo does get in the way, and that's gonna give Snipe the opportunity to steal that disc, sending it back into the bubble area as Average is trying to get to it, but getting stunned out by Game. Oh, Lulz moving in as well. That disc is free floating right now, right inside the bubble, as Lulz does pick it up. Gonna send that one in for another goal.
Yeah, I did not see who that was there on the side of the neighbors looking for that save, but unfortunately just a couple of inches off, and that will sneak in for the 2 for Hot Drop. They're up 11-4, Jeep. This is a very different story compared to what we had seen in round 1, or maybe just an extension of the same story, because we saw that shift starting in round 1 in favor of Hot Drop, and now it is just in full effect. But here comes the neighbors. They're looking for some points. This is sent up to Time. Time has the one-on-one with Draco Mako off the back wall to ensure it goes in. And there we go. That's 2 points on the board for the neighbors.
All right, so the neighbors have had 3 goals now, and those have all been by Time. And that's not to say anything about anybody else because, you know, it is very much a team effort and everybody plays their part. But he's definitely coming in clutch here in the second round for the neighbors. And that's Joust advantage going back over to Hot Drop as Draco Mako sends that one down the tunnel. Oh, Rocks Titan is going to make that grab, though. Oh, nope, not just yet. There we go, sending that one off, but Snipe is there to make the interception. Gonna send that one back across the arena and back into the hands of a Platypus.
Yep, now up to Time. Time just sending this one all the way into the bubble, maybe looking for the floor shot, but it will be stolen away by Snipe. Oh, and then intercepted on the clear attempt. It's a Platypus sending this one all the way across for Time. The neighbors are looking to set up here. Time under pressure finds Rocks Titan up high, looking to get away from Snipe here and barely does, but forced to back it out to Game. Game on the shield with all 4 players in front of him and still finds a way to get it going off the head of Snipe and in for the 2. The neighbors have cut the lead down to just 3.
Okay, so this roles have reversed in this round as to what we saw in round 1, right? The neighbors took a solid lead in round 1, and then Hot Drop came back really aggressively, and now this time Hot Drop took the lead first, and neighbors are definitely coming in to play. That disc is all the way down. Oh, but what a grab by Time, sending that one right back through to a Platypus. A Platypus is going to get it across the arena. They are trying to get to it as Game does pick it up. Trying to draw out Snipe just a bit. Opens up that shot lane over to a Platypus. Oh no, but Rocks gets stunned and the disc is stolen. And that's in the hands of Average now. Average going to send that one all the way through.
It's open.
Holy cow. That's all I have. That's amazing.
That is amazing, and I am so impressed right now from the stacks from Hot Drop. You know, they got that drive-by stun, and then they were quick to get back on it, creating that opportunity for the 3. They have extended their lead to 6, which, you know, is still only 2 3-pointers, still very in reach for the neighbors, but it is a more comfortable lead, obviously, than just 3. It's going to be now into the hands of Time up high to Rocks Titan in the mid. Rocks driving into the bubble, one more pass to a Platypus, and that's going into the cross side for the 2. The neighbors have cut it back down to 4 once again.
Boy, oh boy. Just 2 goals down with 2 minutes left on the clock. So much can happen. In that first round, we saw so many goals already on the board by the neighbors in just the first 3 minutes. that now we are seeing that they only have 2 minutes left. Will they go ahead and finish this one off? I don't know. We're going to have to just wait and see. But right now, game with the disc, it's 1 goal difference.
Yep. 1 goal difference, 14-12. That means a 2 or a 3 will tie it up or lead change. And we have got 2 minutes remaining here in round 2. As a reminder, the neighbors took round 1. So if they can find this comeback here, they will take this in 2 rounds. Or, Hot Drop is determined to send this to 3. Here they come. It's Lulz. Oh no, under pressure from the stack. It's Rox Titan sending this one on through for both stacks, actually, as it is picked up by Rox once again. Stunned out goalie. He don't miss those. From 7 meters out, that is going in for the 2. We are tied at 14 apiece.
Oh, tie matches. You know how we love those so very, very much. Definitely not a runaway match here by either team. So tight. Such an incredible match. 1 minute, 15 seconds left on the clock as Draco Mako does send that disc right down the tunnel into the hands of Lulz. Lulz going to cross it down the arena, trying to stay away from the neighbors. Average going to send that one right back to Draco Mako now. Draco Mako moving down towards the bubble, gonna send that one across to Average. Average passes it right back to Draco Mako. They are trying to occupy that game time stack in the midfield area, in the mid zone, I should say. Sends that one high to Lulz on the ceiling. Lulz gonna send it across to Snipe. Snipe in for the goal. Hot Drop is in the lead again with just a little under a minute left.
Snipe was so ready for that one, arm outstretched with his hand on the shoulder, ready to just drive in and go. And he certainly got it there as he puts in the 2 for Hot Drop to go up 16-14. However, with 30 seconds left, the next goal could decide it, either an overtime or a win if the neighbors can find the 3. But they've got to get through the mid first, and Game fires this one all the way through, connecting with a Platypus. Platypus going to Time just outside the bubble. The stack is home, but Time is driving, finding the cut to Rox Titan. Rox gets the duck, but not the goal! Oh my goodness, off the ding ring, and with 10 seconds remaining, this is going to be a very important race. Game gets there first, getting away from Lulz here, looking for some time. 4 seconds, fires this across, but no, the interception for Average will ensure that we are going to round 3 here between Hot Drop and the neighbors.
Oh boy, to say I'm disappointed would be the complete wrong thing to say, because this is an incredible, incredible match with the neighbors taking round 1, 16-13, and then Hot Drop coming in there 14-16 in round 2. What a fantastic game. I think some people were talking about, I've heard a lot of chatter amongst the channels today in various places, and some people thought the neighbors were going to run away with this weekend. And you know what? Hot Drop is proving otherwise right now, and I'm totally here for it. I love matches like this, and this is fantastic to see and be a part of.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We all just saw it, and I see all of you going crazy, but you know what? It happens. It happens. And the most important thing that the neighbors can do right here is shake it off. There's a whole nother round to go, and if they stay stuck on that, it's not going to go well for them. So now going into round 3, it is a clean slate for both of these teams. Both of these teams have 1 round under their belt. Both of these teams are hungry for this round 3. They've just got to keep their minds in it, and I hope that is what we see from both of these teams, because that was very, very close, right? We saw Hot Drop come out so strong there in the beginning of that second round, an extension of that round 1 momentum, and then we saw the neighbors, almost comeback season there. But now going into round 3, we'll see if they can keep that up, and it starts right here, right now, Jeep.
It does. A clean slate to start this 3rd round. Nothing that has happened up till now matters, and that disc is right across the floor to Lulz. Lulz, oh no, a missed pass, maybe a little miscommunication, not quite sure. That disc is right back out of the bubble into the hands of Draco Mako now. Draco Mako's going to turn that one around, sends it high to Lulz. Lulz crosses the arena to Snipe for the goal, putting Hot Drop on the board first here in round 3.
Yep, solid stuff from them. Getting that first score in round 3 is so important. And it looks like we've got a timeout coming through. I did not have Spark open, so I do not see who took it. Do you know, Jeep?
I don't either. It is from the neighbors. The neighbors have decided they needed a timeout, which is wise. Very smart.
Yep. Oh, very, very smart, Going into round 3, it's the last round. If you haven't used your timeout, here's where you take it. And after, what just happened there in round 2 and then getting scored on first in round 3, this is absolutely a smart timeout to take because, they need a second. Whether it's technical issues or just like quick mental breather, whatever it is, I hope they got it as we now go into the rest of round 3. Here comes the neighbors. It's Game as the QB, taking this one up to the ceiling under pressure from Lulz, forcing the pass to Time on the wall. Time sends this one over to Rocks under pressure from that stack as well, finds a Platypus. A Platypus getting this one to Game under pressure, slaps this one over to Time. This is the movement that the neighbors are known for, but it will not work out for them as Average gets one heck of a save there. However, it is not out of harm's way just yet. Rocks Titan on the back line gets the pickup. It looks like the neighbors are setting up once again.
They are, and that disc is going to be right there, slapped out by Average. But it does not quite make it as far as they expected it to, as it does bounce off of a Geo Snipe. Gonna send that one all the way through. Gonna get it stuck down on the orange zone, but Game is gonna make that grab, getting a lot of heat from that stack in the middle there. But he's gonna send that one right down to a Platypus. A Platypus to Time, but what a grab by Snipe! Sending that one right back through, and that is all the way down into the orange zone as Time picks it up, turning it around and sending it right back. This is like matching a ping pong game for the goal to take the lead for the neighbors by 1 point.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to pass on the 2 to hit the 3, and that is what just happened there. Game 19 meters out, 19 meters a second, 3-pointer gets them the lead back here in round 3, but it is only 1 point, and there is so much time to go. Let's see how Hot Drop plans to answer back to that one. It's Draco Mako handling it and sending it over to Lulz in the tunnel. Lulz sends this one forward, narrowly avoiding the backstack. That's open. Snipe! Snipes that one in 18 meters a second, and any slower, that backstack would have had it, but they find it, and now Hot Drop is up 5-3.
Oh, we're gonna go back and forth, I think a few more times during this game, so you guys hold on to your seats, hold on to your Echo units. This is definitely a game to be a part of. Game with the disc now. Oh, getting a lot of heat very quickly from Lulz. He's going to send that one over to Time. Time going to cross the arena, but the Geo gets in the way, and Average does make the grab. But Game steals it back immediately. Seeing that one across the 2, Rocks Titan. Rocks just moving into the bubble very carefully and cautiously. Very well played to Game, but oh my goodness, it's going to ding off the ring, and that disc is right back into the midfield, going all the way down into the orange zone. Who is going to get to it first? It is Lulz. Going to bounce that one off of the shield, bounce it off of the ring, and they are trying so hard to get it in, and Snipe finishes that with another goal.
I love both of these teams, the players on both of these teams, so I feel like I can get away with this. But hey, guys, the ring, not worth points there, okay? I think we figured it out on that drive, so no more of that, all right? We all clean it up right here going forward, okay? Okay, good talk. Here comes the neighbors, though, as they are down by 4 points. It's Game as the QB under some pressure finds Rocks Titan. Hey, it looks like they're going to have the numbers if they can push this. A Platypus sends this one up to Time. Time now up to Game. Game just outside the bubble, but the stack is home, forcing him to stall for a moment here. Driving in from the boot, but picked off by Average. What a save there. The defense from Hot Drop has been phenomenal all evening, but they are not done yet as Game gets back to it, sends it up to Time. Time to Rocks just outside the bubble. One defender, one goalie. Here comes Rocks, and this time he don't miss. That's going in for the 2, and now the neighbors have cut the lead down to just 2.
Just 2, but you know what? It's 5 minutes and 50 seconds left on that clock, and that was their second goal of this round. We have seen so many aggressive goals so very quickly from both of these teams, and to only have, I know that sounds weird, to only have 5 and 7 points on the board right now is such a dramatic change from the first 2 rounds. That disc, though, is in the hands of Lulz now. Lulz gonna pass it back to Snipe, but getting attacked by the neighbors. Attacked by the neighbors, that's pretty funny. Rocks Titan now with the disc. Oh no, Average stealing that one, gonna send it in, but it's gonna bounce off the ring and right back into the hands of Rocks Titan. Rocks Titan sending that one through to Time. Time making his way down the arena, looking back over his shoulder to see what options are there, and that is gonna be a little bit of a maybe a miscommunication, not quite sure, but Rocks picks it up nonetheless, sends that one forward to a Platypus. A Platypus crosses the arena to Time, and that disc is in the hands of Game, moving into the bubble up to Rocks Titan. Off the ring, and Time is gonna have to pick that one up.
Yep, but sent over to Rox Titan. Rox with one last pass over to Game. Game looking to drive in, but no average. Jumping out at him forces this turnover, but not the clear just yet. Time recollecting on the back line. Now works his way forward from the cloud. Under some pressure from Snipe, so he'll go up to a Platypus. Now Platypus going over to Game. Game gets to the nest. Now looking to drive in on these defenders, looking for that lane, but Average once again will deny him. Average has been killing it on the defense right now. He is tied with Draco Mako at 5 saves, and now they're looking to push this opportunity. It's down into the neighbor's zone, but Rox Titan gets there first and sends it to Time. Time just sends this one on through, looking to bounce it up to Game, and does. Game now looking for Rox Titan. It is a one-on-one if they can get there, looking for that cut to Time, and oh my goodness, what a pass. What coordination, hitting Time on the way in, and you know he don't miss those. Driving for the 2. We are tied at 7.
Oh, 4 minutes left, and we are at a tie in the third round. The only thing that would make me happier is if this goes to overtime. I gotta be completely honest. Joust advantage going back over to Hot Drop as Draco Mako sends that one down to Lulz. Lulz gonna have to send that pass a little faster than expected as that stack was coming in, but Average does grab it. Average sends that one to Snipe. Snipe sends it back to Lulz. Lulz back to Snipe, back to Draco Mako. They are doing some incredible passing movement tonight to get rid of the neighbors. Average sends that one back for a nice reset to Draco Mako, slowing it down maybe a little bit, not quite sure, but the neighbors are aggressive, and that disc is in by Average with 3 minutes left on the clock. Hot Drop takes the lead.
I cannot believe the game we are seeing right now from Hot Drop. I mean, incredible stuff. You called it out, and I've got to call it out again. They have had such incredible possession and movement, and you know what? They've earned this 9-7 lead that they've got right now, but the neighbors are looking to take it back from them as Platypus sends this to Rox under pressure, but gets rid of it as he sends this to Time. Time stopping at the Pac-Man, drawing out Snipe before sending this one up to Rox, driving in from the shoulder, low cut down to Game, and Game puts that one in for the 2. We are tied once again, 9-9 here in round 3.
This is why you never give up. This is why you keep fighting right here. It's 2 minutes, 38 seconds left on the clock, and it's anybody's match. There is no telling what will happen in the next 2.5 minutes. Draco Mako gonna send that disc quickly down the tunnel all the way into the hands of Average. Average quickly grabbing that, sending it across the arena to Lulz. Lulz gonna send it back for a reset to Draco Mako right there in the midfield, trying to cross that line as the stack does move in on him. Sends that one across to Lulz. Lulz now moving into the bubble, finds Snipe. Snipe gonna get stunned out though, losing possession, and Platypus gonna send that one right back out into the upper trench area there. That disc is gone, and it is all the way down into the bubble as Game picks it up on the ceiling, moving in, but what a save by Average. Are you insane? Holy cow. I'm amazed.
You know what? Great shot there by a Platypus stunned out goalie, but we have got to talk about that save. He had, one of the neighbors on his back blocking and still manages to keep that one out. Insane stuff, but the neighbors still score on the volley regardless, and now they've got the lead 11-9, 1.5 minutes remaining. Let's see how Hot Drop handles this. It's going to be into the hands of Lulz, under pressure, sends this one over to Average. Average sends this one back to Draco Mako. The stack is split, so it looks like they're going to move up the arena. Lulz under that same pressure from Game, does not like what he sees, so he'll send the reset, and then Draco looks to send it back. It actually bounces into the hands of Average, so it all works out there, totally calculated. However, that next pass will be snatched up by Time. Time sends this one through the tunnel where Draco Mako is waiting. What a read! However, what a read from a Platypus as well, stealing it right back before sending it through the mid. This could be an opportunity as Snipe picks this one up and sends it across, stolen by a Platypus. A Platypus sends this one forward and now bouncing into the hands of Average. We've got a lot of back and forth going on right now in this arena, and there's just not time for it as there is 40 seconds left and 2-point difference between these two teams.
There is, but you know what? If Hot Drop were to score quickly, that would give the neighbors time to respond again pretty quickly. We got 30 seconds left on the clock. Drop just needs to get it down the arena in 30 seconds, keep possession of it, and get it in the goal. A 2-point goal will tie it. A 3-point goal will win it. And that is Game right now with the disco, and send that one right back down into the hands of Time for the goal. And that's it. That's it.
Yep, time with the shot, time with the goal, time with the game, actually, with the assist from Game and winning the game there with that three-pointer. We are out of time. It will be the Neighbors taking this one in 3 rounds, 14-9. Jeep, what a match. I mean, what did we just see? The Neighbors and Hot Drop went to round 3, and it was one heck of a matchup, going so back and forth there until that final goal. I'm in shock. What do you got?
That was, oh boy, that was so much fun. I really hoped that this first match would be incredible, and it did not disappoint in any way, shape, or form. They did a fantastic job. The Neighbors taking that win. That does not mean that Hot Drop is out of it, though.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah,
we'll see them again.
Yeah, absolutely insane stuff. Just a really fast look at the stats. The points leader is going to be Lulz, closely followed, by Game at 15 points, 8 assists for Rox Titan, and 6 saves for Draco Mako. The name of the game here was support and defense, because the onslaughts were endless from both of these teams' offenses. Insane stuff. But we do have another match now that we have to get ready for. Jeep, do you know what it is?
I don't.
No, all good. Our next match that we will be seeing here on this channel is going to be Anomaly versus Montage. You do not want to miss that. So we are going to go to a quick break to get ready, and we will be back with more competitive Echo Arena action for the NA Finals. See you soon.
Hey, chat.
And welcome back. See, I told you, quick wait. We've got another electric matchup coming up here for you in the North America Finals. We have got Anomaly as they take on Montage. However, we did have a little bit of a roster change here in the booth. I am still Psychotic, and we've still got Wonder T-Man on the cams. But now we have Jinx in the booth with me. Jinx, hello, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm super stoked to watch these finals, especially with this round, with these teams. I mentioned them in the pregame. It's the team to watch. They changed the game up in the way that, when it comes to usually this high speed, high fast games that we've been seeing, Montage is one that kind of changed the game. So I'm so excited to be casting these teams in, and I'm super stoked to see what's going to happen. I'm curious, what do you think is going to happen this go around? We talked a little bit in the pre-show. You just cast through one game and just saw an insane game played. What do you think is going to happen this go around?
I really don't know if I have predictions for this game, and I will tell you why. Because Anomaly, I respect the heck out of every player on Anomaly, but they've got Retro in right now. Retro was a late add in the season. In my opinion, I don't think he'll have the same chemistry factor. However, he is a fantastic player. So definitely still a great choice to have in the arena this evening. It just might not be the same Anomaly that we're used to seeing. Maybe better, maybe just not quite. I don't know. I really just don't know. However, over on the side of Montage, coming in off of that Challenger Cup win, and what a win it was. Oh my goodness, getting taken down by Odyssey in the upper bracket finals and then beating them in the lower bracket finals. What a journey so far for Montage. And I personally would love to see it keep going. I love the good stories, man. I love that underdog story. And I think that, they've got Chrome back in this week. They should hypothetically have their full starting roster, and their starting roster is a force to be reckoned with. So I think no matter who wins, we are in for a very good matchup here this evening. We've just got to get Montage in.
All right. So small detail of the game, right? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, it's funny you mentioned that they've got the original roster back. Montage does. It kind of seems like both sides actually have that change up, that disadvantage, maybe to an extent. Like you said, it might be a disadvantage, maybe it's an advantage, who knows? But being that the teams were playing without Chrome for the past couple of weeks, and at least playing through CC, now bringing Chrome back in, pulling out another player, that might be the same kind of switch that we're going to see over here when it comes to Anomaly and it comes to pulling in Retro. So maybe we'll see kind of both teams are going to kind of change some things up, being that there's now a different set of players on both sides. So I think that's going to be really interesting to see. And again, I'm also excited to see some more defense. Like I personally, I play in the goal. It's my favorite place. It feels comfortable. I'm at home there, and to see just that last game, to watch the saves that happened just time after time with average, and I mean on both sides, that game was absolutely amazing. And again, watching this team here, Bushibo sitting in the back, Bushibo's made a ton of phenomenal the saves as well. So I'm really excited to see how the defense plays out.
Yeah, I am super stoked as well. We do have the first player in for Montage, so hopefully that means the rest are soon to follow. There we go. They are starting to get into the arena. Was getting worried there for a second, but we're good. Hey, we're good. We are going to see this Montage versus Anomaly matchup, and I'm so excited. All of these players are players that I have enjoyed watching season after season. Chuck Not Norris, been following him since Wrath in season 3. Acorn is the one that led this Anomaly roster into Master in season 3. Retro, no stranger to that high diamond and Master area, and KFC, the loudest player in Echo Arena, and I can say that quite confidently. Coming in off of Ethereal, this is a star-studded roster over there on Anomaly, but then also over there on Montage, we have got Chrome, and Chrome has been a staple in this community in and out of the arena season after season. We've got Fire Ninja, who most recently just came off of Zen and is ready to get back up into the Master tier. It looks like we'll have XA playing this evening. We saw him in the Challenger Cup in for Chrome, and it looks like he is in again, and he, his name is XA, and he brings that X factor. His ability in the midfield with the reading, with everything that he does to force turnovers and create opportunities for his team is not something that can be overstated. And then we are still waiting on the fourth here for Montage, but if my DMs are correctly, G Tyler is on his way, and that's my boy right there. That is, that's my boy right there, and I'm so stoked to see him play in finals. I'm so ready for this match, Jinx.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It really is gonna be a star-studded match right after this first one we had, and I'm gonna definitely second the loudness of KFC. Like, you definitely know what's happening when KFC is in the LAN, whether they scored or well, mostly if they've scored. Like, you absolutely know how loud KFC can get. So I'm stoked to see if we're gonna see that same kind of fire, that same kind of energy that you can get when you're in the same place, when you're playing in that LAN, when you're playing next to each other, and you get that excitement. We're gonna see the same thing as we are across the interwebs, watching this amazing game. And one of the things too, like you mentioned some of the players over here in Montage, Fire Ninja. Man, watching Fire Ninja and just hit those threes just over and over again in the CC. I'm super excited to see if Odyssey is going to be ready to like adjust the way that they play, knowing that if Fire Ninja gets a hold of it, it's probably going in. Especially if that goal is open, he's just got that eye. He's got he makes those opportunities, and he does not miss those threes. So I'm really excited to see how these two teams are going to play and how they're going to adapt to one another.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting for sure. We do now have all 8 players in the arena, so I hope that means we get readied up momentarily, because man, I just can't wait anymore. I've been waiting, for weeks now for finals. Like, we got to the end of the season, I was like, okay, but finals is coming, and it's here, and I'm so excited to see these teams throw down. Anomaly, man, I can't speak highly enough about them, and Montage has everything to prove coming into this tournament right now. Technically the bottom seed, but also these players are veterans. We've touched on it already. So do not be mistaken by that number. We are going to get readied up here in just a few seconds. Jinx, any final thoughts before we get into this match?
Just get ready for a different game than what you saw in the first one. Not going to be necessarily be worse. It's just going to be different. And excited for you to watch. Excited to be here for it.
Yep.
Here we go.
Absolutely. Yes, the ready up buttons have been pressed. We are getting into this match between Anomaly and Montage. The disc is in the middle. The stacks are in the tubes. The doors are opening right here, right now, and away we go. First touch going to go to Montage as G Tyler picks that one up, sends it on through to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja looking for that back wall pass or shot. Not sure, but either way, it will end up in the hands of XA. XA under pressure finds G Tyler at the bow. G Tyler sending this one down low, connecting with Fire Ninja on the wall. Up high now to Chrome. Chrome not looking good with that momentum, so he'll send it back to G Tyler, and Montage sets up again. XA on the shoulder, maybe looking for a lane here, looking to drive, but no, he will be denied by Chuck, not Norris. However, it is still not out just yet as G Tyler gets back to it, picks this one up under pressure from Acorn. Not a ton of time, but finds that down low option to Chrome. Now backing this one out to XA once again. Montage is playing the slow, controlled game, but now they are pushing in the bubble, looking for that no angle shot. Will not work. Instead, it is picked up and cleared out by KFC.
Yeah, Odyssey's going to take that down as the disc is still bouncing around. Pick back up, actually over by G Tyler as he throws it all the way across. Back over to Odyssey's range as the stack's coming down. Are they going to get there? They've got it there under the disc, and that is 2 points on the board by Chrome. Chrome and G Tyler the assist. 2 points on the board there for Montage.
Yep,
Pretty amazing play. Pretty amazing play.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go. It took them a minute there, actually almost exactly a minute, 1 minute and 1 second. They were in and around the bubble a lot, and they didn't convert it first, but here we go. They're on the board. They've got the 2, and now here comes Anomaly for their first joust advantage of the game. It's going to be Retro sending this one to Chuck. Chuck forced to chuck it back, though, as he is under pressure. Now back up to Acorn, connecting with KFC in the tunnel. Here comes the stack, forcing that pass, and G Tyler with the read gets the interception, sends this one deep. Where is the waiting stack? No, it's Anomaly home first. Oh my goodness, KFC snatching that one up and sending it to the mid, where that backstack for Montage will overshoot. Picked up by KFC once again, unloading this long 3, no good, off the shield into the hands of Chuck. He's driving in and denied by XA. What a save there. Montage is determined to keep Anomaly scoreless.
The defense, just these games' defense is just absolutely amazing. XA able to grab that and get that recovery after catching it, getting it over to G Tyler. Tyler in for 2 more points. That's 4 points on the board for Montage, taking the lead by 4. Oh my gosh, that was the control, the plays, the speed. These two teams are going to be this is going to be a great match to watch.
Yep, it absolutely will be. You know, we see XA in the arena, and we don't see Buchibo tonight, and Bucci is the goalie there for the side of Montage, but you wouldn't know it considering what an exceptional defensive performance that Montage is putting up right now. But now here comes Anomaly. Acorn getting that interception on the back line, sends this one up, looking for, oh my goodness, it doesn't matter who they're looking for because it's going off of Chrome for the first 2 points here for Anomaly.
Oh, you hate to see it, but I mean, had a hand on it, so at least in that right spot, but the self goals are rough, and that was a great play. That was an absolutely great play by Odyssey as they took it down, as we're going to see the joust here and see just exactly how Montage is going to respond as they come on down. Looks like Chrome's going to take that, send that on over to XA. XA is going to hold on to it, going to draw the defense up as they're kind of taking control, making it nice and slow over to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja taking that over here as they're going down mid, looking for another pass as it kind of goes right back down. So Stack just kind of flew by, but they're right there. XA grabbed that, send that on over to G Tyler. G Tyler looking around, sending it back, taking control. Looks like Fire Ninja has that, looking around, making the defense move. They're just getting open as that guys head on over to XA again. XA going to slowly approach the goal as they're coming up closer. As let's go right above. Oh, but taken, no, stopped right there by Acorn as it's sent out over to the trap as Chuck Norris able to take that over and send that into the side over to KFC. KFC's moving up to the goal, going for that shot. That's 3 easy points on the board.
Yeah, you cannot leave that goal open at this level in finals, and especially not for KFC, because he will take it and make it every single time. And now with that set of points there, Anomaly has taken the lead back. They are up 5-4, but still plenty of time left on the clock. It's going to be Chrome handling this one for Montage, sending this one down low to XA in the trap. Under a little pressure there from KFC, forces that pass over to G Tyler on the cross side. G Tyler under that same pressure barely gets that pass off to Fire Ninja, but Fire Ninja not as lucky. KFC is all over him, gets the stun and the steal. Not quite the clear just yet. Finds that pass down low to Chuck, not Norris. Chuck now taking a little bit of time before sending it on through to Retro. Retro not liking what he sees, sends it back to KFC on the back line, who feeds this one forward for Chuck once again, but Chuck sends it back to KFC on the back line. And Anomaly is playing slow and controlled. You love to see it, but here they come. It's Acorn, no, denied by G Tyler or Chrome. I'm not sure who it was, but either way, Montage will keep it out of the goal, and it is back down now into the zone of Anomaly. Double stuns coming through. There's the headbutt, but XA gets back to it. Oh no, looking to send that to Fire Ninja, but off the nest instead. However, Fire Ninja gets the block there on the incoming defender to pick it up and send it back to G Tyler for Montage to set up.
Oh, that was what a play by Fire Ninja. Sent over to G Tyler. G Tyler sent over to Chrome. Chrome now holding on to it. Again, you see the control from this team as they are forcing their way. They're forcing their way forward, but slowly, surely making the defense make a move as a shot. Oh no! Oh, that was caught, but unfortunately picked back up and looks like taken back just too far as he was trying to throw it out. Retro put that in. Oh, you hate to see that right there. Looks like that gives the lead over back to Montage. Montage 6 and Odyssey 5.
Yep, you hate to see it, but hey, you know what? It does happen, and the important thing is that they shake it off here as they are only down by 1. They need to keep pushing. Retro sends this to Chuck. Chuck helps it along, looking for Acorn, who slaps that over across to KFC, but G Tyler on the scene gets this one picked up instead, sending it through for the waiting stack. Oh my goodness, return fire! It's Fire Ninja putting that one in for the 3, and now Montage is up 9-5, the largest lead I think we've seen all game.
I think so, and I mentioned it right before the game. If Fire Ninja gets a hold of it, then that is open in a 3. It's going in. That's just what you've seen. You've seen this team play. You've seen this player play like this in the CC, and he's bringing it out here as he's working his way up to the finals. As right now, Odyssey has that send, and KFC's taking control. Again, this slower bit of a game as Retro has that sending on up as these passes are going back and forth. Acorn has that, doesn't like what he sees, got stunned out a little bit, but looks like it's able to pick back up. Oh, and the disc is out floating as G Tyler and Chuck Not Norris able to punch each other, but KFC gets that, sends it all the way back down over to Montage up in Popcorn as Chrome able to grab that. Chrome send that back down tunnel. Just a nice, easy, low pass, taking it right on over to XA. XA takes that, sends that back on over to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja looking for the shot. Up the bottom for 2, just outside or just inside of the bubble, but 2 more points on the board as that is 11-5 for an even larger lead than they had already.
Yep, Fire Ninja back-to-back goals there, and very needed, you know, getting that lead up to 6 points, and that is where, you know, it's not safe. By any stretch of the imagination, it's not a safe lead, but it is much safer as it forces it to be at least 2 threes, but more points is always good. Let's see if they can get some more as they force this turnover. It's picked up by Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja looking to send it through the mid. It's going to require a little help from Chrome. No, Chrome is stunned out. That's loose. The stack for Anomaly is quick to capitalize as they get together and get there, but they're not able to get the shot on target. Instead, it is picked picked up by Fire Ninja once again, but that clear is not through either. Bouncing off of the Geo back into the hands of G Tyler. Now G Tyler just slaps this one forward. However, Retro on the back line will tell him no with that pickup and pass to KFC. The reset is good. Now back to Retro. Retro redistributing this one up to Chuck Not Norris, but pocket pick by Chrome. Chrome sends this one along. That is an open goal, and he don't miss those. G Tyler from 15 meters out sinks the 3, and Montage is up by 9.
18 meters a second. I think every single shot so far has been 18 meters a second. That's what you expect to see when you're at this high level tier. That 18 meters, 19 meters, that's the fastest you're going to see from a player thrown. And you can see it's constant from every single one of these players playing the game. As Odyssey takes the disc and looks like right now, sent on over to Chuck Not Norris. Chuck Not Norris taking that on over to Acorn. Acorn looking for the pass up is down in tunnel over to KFC. KFC has that. Moving up slowly. They got 2 back-to-back right there behind. Looks like able to send that back on over to Acorn. Acorn has that. Looking around. Sends that back all the way over to KFC. They're playing catches. KFC is going to take this and just a bit on the outside as XA is able to pick that up and dancing around their goal. A little dangerous, but sending on out across the wall as Chuck Not Norris is right there to get that recovery, but has a number of defenders as it gets stunned out, but it is picked back up by Chuck Not Norris. Again, sent that on over to KFC. KFC taking that shot, but just bounces out. Not able to get the recovery. Oh, it's just bouncing around as that is picked up by Chrome. Chrome's going to try to send that out, and sure enough, out it goes back over to the Odyssey side.
Yeah, a very rare miss there coming through from Anomaly, and it looks like, oh my goodness, G Tyler. What a pass from Fire Ninja, and then behind the back to ensure it goes in, close up on the goalie. My goodness, what a play there. And now Montage is up 16-5 with 1 minute remaining. I mean, that is just not enough time here for this Anomaly squad to come back this round, but there is still time for them to get some points on the board because right now the momentum is fully in the favor of Montage, and they just keep going. XA gets this one picked off and no good off the ding ring. Very, very close, but now picked up by Fire Ninja. Here comes Montage once again. No, Chuck Not Norris stripping this one away, but loses it, and the tap back reset is good. Back to Chrome on that back line. He'll send this one forward, connecting with XA. XA down low to G Tyler on the floor, driving in. One last cut to Fire Ninja for good measure, and hey, it goes in. It all works. That's in for 2.
Oh my goodness, those passes were just master tier, just one after another. They know right where they are. That reset as Montage has the disc, gets stunned out and is able to get that recovery and send it all the way back to mid. Just an unbelievable play. And again, it really shows the level of players that we're at right now in the type of play. This is why these folks are master tier. They know the game. They know how to play. They know how to pass. They are aware of the situation. But look, they're not just going to let it sit there. KFC is going to come back and put some points back on the board right before this round is over, as it looks like we're going to end this round at 18-7, 18 Montage, 7 for Odyssey. That was a great round.
That's Anomaly.
Anomaly. My apologies. That's what I meant.
In an alternate reality where Montage and Odyssey came out from CC, it could have happened, but no, today it's Anomaly. It happens though. It's all good. But hey, you know what? Those last few points from Anomaly are so important. You know, Montage took such a decisive win there in round 1, but for Anomaly to still get some points there at the end, remind themselves that they are still in this game, that there's still another round or 2 if they get their way to go here in this game is so important. And I hope they continue to come out strong going into round 2. Taking a quick look at the stats here, it does in fact look like KFC has dropped momentarily for KFC. I apologize, I don't know what his numbers are, but right now points leader is G Tyler and Fire Ninja tied at 7 apiece. G Tyler's also got 3 assists on the board, and Retro leading the saves column with 2 as KFC does get back in here. Taking a look at the team stats though, possession is in favor of Montage, but not as decisively as you would think based on that scoreboard. They've got 56% of the possession time, and that's what I call the efficiency factor. So though their possession is close with their opponent right now, what they do with that time when they have the disc has been so much more effective. They've got more assists on the board, more saves on the board, and almost completely equal in the stuns column. But so far, Montage has just been on a tear, efficient with the time that they have. But here we go into round 2. Jinx, how about you take us away?
Yeah, sure. G Tyler's taking that down. Looks like Montage able to take that as Chrome has it right now as they're looking around. But oh, good. 2 defenders coming up. Oh, and that's an easy one, a stunned out goalie, as that's 2 points by G Tyler. Nicely done, as they're just going to return those 2 points that scored on previously. That's not going to phase them. They're just going to come back and continue that Montage momentum, and that's what you're seeing right here. As now we're going to see how's the Respawn going to come back with Joust.
Yeah, this is going to be important here for Anomaly as Retro handles this one, sending this one up through the tunnel, bouncing around, and now over into the hands of KFC. Quick flick up to Chuck, not Norris, who then sends it on back, looking for Retro on the back line and finds him there in the tunnel. Retro, a little bit of time and space to work with. No incoming pressure just yet, but the stack is ready to pounce there, just outside the bubble. Retro will push forward now to Bowtie, eyeing up some options, decides for the one-up high to Acorn. Acorn looking for the cut, but no good as G. Tyler gets the interception, sends this one all the way through, and they've got the stack as well. Can they read it? No, that's going to be a bad bounce away from the incoming stack, but hey, it's okay. Fire Ninja picks this one up, and oh no, that's going to be just a little bit too far off, but it is recovered by XA, who will send this one back to Chrome for the reset.
And that's what you expect to see with montages. They're getting that reset, getting back control. Even though that was a really high-paced action rate underneath their goal, they sent it all the way back so that they can take control. And once again, here's Chrome in the back looking for the pass, making the defense, trying to make some moves, trying to bring them out, trying to spread them out a little bit as they got packs right over here to XA. XA's holding on to that as they hold on to the ceiling, just kind of pulling KFC out. You can kind of see, like, KFC kind of see what's going on as he comes back onto the defense. You can see these teams, as again, master level tier, they're adjusting. They can see what's going on. Like, they're not going to necessarily be pulled out like, somewhere in one of the lower ladders. Like, these teams know what's going on and they adjust as it goes. Oh, as the shot goes in, but it is picked right back up and sent back out. But G. Tyler is right there ready for it as it goes in and is bouncing around, but no, Retro again able to take that, not quite able to get the clear, but looks like it is at least outside of the bubble. As once again XA picks that back up. XA continuing to grab this. Fire Ninja looks like underneath it, goes in for 2 more points. XA to Fire Ninja for 2. That's 4-0. This is exactly what we just saw in round 1. I don't think we're going to get a repeat. You are seeing a little bit of changing in play, but 4-0 to start. That's one way. I mean, that's right there. You're in the mental game right now of Anomaly.
Yeah, this is where it gets dangerous for Anomaly. Montage is up by 4, just over 2 minutes into this round, and they momentum fully in their favor. Anomaly needs to find some points here and now, and they're looking for it off this Joust advantage as KFC sends it to Chuck. Chuck, under some pressure, sends it back to Retro. Under that same pressure, just fires this one all the way through, I believe looking for Acorn, but it's going to find Chrome instead. That is a turnover here from Montage. Oh no, that clear is not going through. It's going to require a little bit of help here from Fire Ninja. Up to XA. XA looking for that floor shot. No good. But hey, it's picked up by G. Tyler, and oh no, that's going to go off the ding ring. So close there, but exactly what Anomaly was looking for is they can pick this one off and send it through. There's a waiting stack. Can they read it? No, it's going to take a bounce off the cloud down low instead, where it will be recovered by Fire Ninja for Montage.
Oh, it's just back and forth as these stacks coming back around. Oh, and they're right there. They're going to... Oh, what a stack! Again, these high-class stacks as they come in so fast, and it was just a simple turnaround. Both teams able to get there, but looks like Montage able to get that, stun them out, get those 2 points in. As again, now it is 6-0. They have a huge advantage, down just by 2 threes, which is definitely doable with 6 minutes 30 seconds left. But let's see if Anomaly is going to be able to recover. As Retro's taking that, QB sends it on over to Acorn. Acorn sends it back on over here to Chuck, not Norris. Chuck, not Norris. Right on back to where we were to Retro. Retro going to take it up slow. This team is adjusting. They're not going necessarily as fast as they were right in the beginning. They're trying to hold on to it, take control, but it sends all the way back down, and it looks like it's going to be, picked back up by Chuck, not Norris, as it goes right off the ding ring. No, but going through, and in it is. That's 3 points on the board to KFC with a great recovery.
Yep. Hey, you know what? It happens. Like I said before, sometimes you got to miss the 2 to hit the 3, and that's what happened there. KFC quick to capitalize on that opportunity, and thank goodness as they now cut the lead down to just 3 points. That is just 1 goal, though there is plenty of time to go the 2-2s route. We still got half of the round remaining. We'll see, though, as Chrome sends this one down low to XA in the trap. XA playing patient here, lets that stack form for Anomaly before sending it over across to G. Tyler. G. Tyler sends this one all the way through. Oh my goodness, I believe looking for that ceiling shot. It will not work out though, as KFC is home first to slap this one back out, but G. Tyler on the back line with the recovery sends this one over across to Fire Ninja at the station. Fire Ninja playing patient here, drawing out the pressure from Chuck before looking to send it along. Takes some interesting bounces, but ends up in the hands of XA. XA driving down. Oh my goodness, what a play there from Montage. They have found another 2 points.
Wow. You called it like some interesting bounces. I don't think that was necessarily the intended way that play was going to go, but nonetheless, they were able to recover and get those 2 points in. And now Anomaly, once again, down by 5. They've got a long way to go to catch back up. I mean, not too long ago, but they still have 5 minutes left. And let's see if they're going to be able to recover and kind of stop this momentum as KFC has that, sends that on over to Chuck, not Norris. Chuck, not Norris, finally over here in a montage zone, sending them back over to KFC, playing catch again. KFC looking around as the team's moving on up. You got the defense here. It goes on over to Acorn. Acorn has that behind the disc, but stunned out and loses the disc as XA takes that, sends that back down over to G. Tyler. G. Tyler looking to send it out and clearing it, sure enough, all the way down into Anomaly zone.
Yep, into Anomaly zone, and oh my goodness, it was in the hands of Acorn, but Fire Ninja stripping that one away immediately and converting it for the 2. Now we see Montage go up 10-3, which is crazy. Like, just a moment ago, this was only a 3-point game, and now it is back up to 6. But there's still plenty of time left on the clock for Anomaly to answer back. They've just got to start getting it in gear soon, because time is running out for them. It's going to be Retro sending this one over to KFC in the tunnel. KFC with the low cross through. Oh, no, it is going to end up in the hands of Chrome instead. Chrome just outside the bubble. Incoming stack pressure sends this one on ahead through the tunnel, bouncing low. Where are the stacks? It's Montage there first, picked up by XA. Now over to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja looking to drive, but hits that pass back instead. All the way back. Oh my goodness, what a reset there to Chrome, who's going to slow this one down for Montage.
Yeah, that's their game plan. That's the way that they go. Oh, but it was stolen. Acorn was ready for that. Acorn takes it and sends it all the way back down over to Montage's zone. Where's the stacks are going to be able to get there? It's bouncing around. It's up on top. And yes, indeed, Chuck, not Norris, able to get that recovery. Looking to send on over. Sends over to Ghost. Looks like Acorn has that. Looking in, but no. Picked up by XA. The defense. Oh, but he was stunned. Is he going to be able to get another stun? Oh, my goodness. It's just stun after stun as that disc goes sending out. But it's picked back up by Retro as they are not done yet with this attack as it's coming on in. It's bouncing off the wall over. Oh, and it goes back down in that throw as it goes off. Oh, a bounce shot off the back for 2 points by KFC. What an amazing play by Anomaly as they have shrunk the lead 5-10 as they've only got just 3 minutes left to see if they're going to be able to get these last 5 points on the board.
Woo! A shot there from KFC. If we could get the KFC noise check, I'd appreciate that. I saw in the chat earlier. Anyway, here we go. This one's going to be picked up by Chuck, not Norris. Here comes Anomaly once again. KFC pushing for this one-on-one, but no! Off the ding ring, so close, but not out yet as Chuck gets the recovery. Chuck under pressure sends this one up to Acorn. Acorn looking to drive, sends one more pass to KFC, and this time he will not be denied. That's going in for the 2, and now we have got a 3-point difference on our hands.
Wow, we are back to 3 points, and there's only 2 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock. This is what you see when you pick up the momentum. This is what you expect to see. They are not letting it down. They know that their games are on the line. This is on the line here, and they are not just going to sit by while they let Montage just take it all the way down. As right now, Montage has the disc and sends it over to XA. XA has this, sends it back up to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja holding on, goes back to XA. There's playing catch right here in the back. They're trying to waste the time. They got 2 minutes. It's a good strategy. They really are just kind of holding it back. A little dangerous just to kind of stay in their own zone as some of these stacks can come down really, really quickly. And with how easy it is to make some of these threes when you're at this tier, all it takes is one mistake to be picked up with no goalie back there, and in it goes, and we're back to a tie game. But right now, that's not what's going to happen. Montage is going to take it up to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja going looking below. Oh, what a save! What a save! No way! Oh, as the KFC gets that, sending it back down all the way over to Montage's zone. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, can they take it? Slowing back down. G. Tyler has that, and he's looking to just reset and slow it back down. Sends it back over to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja back over to XA. XA is going to take that. Look for that slow pass. Still holding on to it. Still in their zone as out it goes.
I apologize. I got a little too excited there. This one's going to be picked up by KFC and sent on through to Acorn. Acorn looking to send this one over across. It is a bit too far back behind its intended target, so it finds XA instead. XA just chucks this one all the way in. More points here would be huge, but they will not find them as Chuck, not Norris, gets the pickup, gets the send, looking for Acorn. Acorn under pressure from XA. Oh my goodness, what a recovery there from KFC. They need points or they're going to find themselves in needs to be a 3 territory. Picked up by KFC. They're looking to drive, harassing the goalie off the back wall. Oh my goodness, it's not just a 2, it's a 3 off the back wall courtesy of KFC, and we are tied at 10.
Oh my gosh, she did it! Oh, that's it. That right there, that's going to take us. I mean, there's not going to be much time left to see how Montage is going to respond to that. It is now a brand new game with just 28 seconds left, 27 seconds left to see what's going to happen right here. Montage is probably going to speed it up this time, not going to be able to go as slow as they have been and taking control, as unfortunately that does bounce out, and KFC is able to get the recovery, as right now sticking here in mid, as just bouncing around, is picked up by Chuck Not Norris. Chuck Not Norris bouncing off of the shield, as again, we're all the way back down, as KFC picks it up, sends it over to Retro. This is it. Can he get it? No, stopped right there. 7 seconds. That's it. There's no way it's going to happen. Oh my gosh, we're going to OT for this round. We are going to OT!
Oh my goodness, from the Miracle 3 from KFC to send this to OT. I cannot believe what we are seeing. As a reminder, Montage took round 1. We are now in round 2, going to overtime. If Montage scores here, they win the game. If Anomaly scores first, we'll be seeing a round 3. It all comes down to this, and away we go. The first touch is going to be huge, and it goes to G. Tyler. G. Tyler taking some time, his whole squad on the side of the arena with him. Oh my goodness, they've got the numbers driving in off the head of Retro. Oh my goodness, Montage takes round 2 and takes the game in 2.
Oh my gosh, a self goal to end it right there. It was a shared goal right there as a one shot goes in and it bounces off of the head of Anomaly. Oh my gosh, that was a game and a half to see. Wow. What defense, what control, what awareness of what's going on, and those stacks, like the importance of the speed when it's time to turn it on. This was an amazing game, and like I said before, something that was a bit different than that first game. We did see some speed, but we also saw both teams really turn around the speed and slow it back down, take control, and even seeing some of those long resets as they came all the way back to mid, as they just took recontrol as if they just jousted and made it back down. What an amazing game to see.
Yeah, I mean, it's truly, truly incredible. My heart is breaking for Anomaly right now. You know, I don't know who I would have wanted to win in a round 3, but my goodness, did I want to see one after that fight from Anomaly, that shot from KFC to send it to overtime. Just so good, and such a good fight from that Anomaly squad. But in the end, it is going to be Montage advancing here. It is, you know, this is not the end of Anomaly. This is their first match. This is a double elimination tournament, but now they have got the hard fight of going up the losers bracket if they want to continue further. I cannot get over the stacks from Anomaly and the control and speed from Montage. Both of those two things coming together tonight, going head to head, was incredible. And in the end, with Montage taking it, man, I'm just speechless.
It was absolutely amazing. And, you know, we hear some of these terms. I know that there's a number of folks that are here that play Echo, that are in the ladder, that are excited to see some of the players that they've been playing with all season, some of the players that they aspire to be right here in some of these matches. But you do hear a number of terms that we're saying. And for some of those folks that are maybe just checking this game out and just finding it, could you tell me here, Sai, tell me a little bit, when you say stacks, what exactly is a stack? When I'm looking at this game, I see this frisbee being thrown around in 0G and a bunch of robots that are flying after it. And they're coming at crazy speeds. Sometimes they're coming in and I blink and they're all the way on the other side, and other times they're just kind of, you know, putting along as they make their way through the mid. Tell me a little bit, what exactly is a stack?
What? Oh my goodness, what is a stack? You know, both you and Jeep do this where you call me, you know, I use all these terms, all the casters do, but for new viewers, it's hard to keep up. So a stack is when two players are basically re-grabbing together, right? So they're stacked together, they're paired together, and by pulling off of each other, you know, in a rhythm, they can move up and down the arena so quickly, because they're gaining speed the whole time. And so it is not just a matter of who stacks the fastest that decides the game, as in their physical speed once they're together. It also comes down a lot to who gets together the fastest, because once you're together, you can start accelerating immediately. And so having fast stacks, being able to get together quickly, apply pressure as a stack to try to force bad passes from the other team, is just such a crucial skill in this game. And we saw it from both of these teams quite well.
Yeah, it's used in so many different ways. You have pressure. You can apply pressure when playing on defense, and the other team has the disc. You can, you know, kind of give that attack, that fast, rapid movement to make them try to make a mistake when sending a pass. And then you also see it on defense when you can use that stack to get your team all the way back. Your goalie can be on the opposite side and get them right back in a matter of seconds. And so it really is an important aspect of this game. And personally, it's one of my favorite aspects to see when it comes to the differentiating between our different ladders as we go through bronze, silver, gold, and all the way up to master. It's the stack speed, and like you mentioned, how quickly folks get back to their stacks. That's really what you see when as you go higher up the ranking, where the speed starts to increase, where the, you know, awareness starts to increase, where you start to see where a simple mistake, it could end up costing you an easy point for the other side. So it's just amazing. It really is one really fun aspect of this game. And again, it's absolutely amazing to see as a player myself. You know, you stack pretty much all game. It's one of the most crucial and one of the most basic skills you learn. And I'm always amazed and awed to see players at this caliber going as fast as they go. It's just absolutely unreal, absolutely beautiful.
Yep, absolutely. And you know what? I see it going on. We have got to shout out. It is not just the speed at which you stack. It is not just the speeds at which you get together. It is also the stack accuracy, that term courtesy of Smooth Ride. And, you've got to be able to move as a stack, right? It is not just as simple as like pull in this direction. You have to read the bounce, calculate out, okay, how long is it going to take us to get there? And then where do we need to be to get that interception? That is such an important skill. And we saw a lot of overshooting tonight. I called out the stack overshoots. And what I mean by that is they did not calculate that intercept point correctly. Whether it be they both misread or they just had different ideas of where they were going, whatever it is, you've got to have that stack accuracy to be able to convert on the opportunities that you create, because you don't just have to be fast, you have to know where you're going, which is easier said than done a lot, especially at these higher tier games, knowing when to go home, when to push disc, when to push the pass, whatever it is. That stack accuracy and communicating as a stack is also super, super important.
Yeah, at those high speeds, turning and being able to adapt, it really is a skill that takes practice and trust that you have to have with your stack partners. You hear stack partners and folks that are really good at stacking at this tier. You could probably pick up any any other player could stack with each other at a relatively quick speed. But when you find those folks that have that chemistry, that accuracy, you actually see them spinning, like almost spinning circles around and being able to get to the disc or get to the recovery wherever it is that they need to go. They do that. So it's absolutely amazing. And again, you're going to see more, not just sacks. You're going to see more offense, more amazing defense. 2 games already in a row with just some unbelievable defense. I'm so excited to see what more we're going to see the rest of this matchup. So,
yep. I'm super, super excited. We do need to start getting ready for our next match, though, so we are going to take a quick break. That next match is going to be Ethereal versus W, and if you were around for the pre-show, you know what this game means. Ethereal, went very, very far last season. They're looking to go further, but now with W, the young blood team made up of a lot of newer master players. It is going to be interesting to see how these two teams collide. I'm so excited. I'll be stepping out, but when we come back, we are going to have another electric match and some new casters, and it's going to be a good time. So stick around.
That's right.
Hey, chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. Looking at one more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hey, chat.
And welcome everyone to the NA Finals, Season 6. Holy cow. I'm Doc Education. I got Glean. We got Wonder T-Man on the cams. And, wow, Glean, how you doing, my friend?
Dude, I'm doing so well already. You know, I was on the pre-show, we were hyping up some of these matches, and already the finals is delivering here in season.
It's
been
true.
phenomenal to watch so far. I'm so excited for the rest of these games.
It is so sick. I was watching the first couple of matches, and wow, some fire on the board. I think Wonder T-Man is going to be bringing up the bracket here in just a minute. Let me drop the this link in the chat so everyone can follow along. So there you see it, and you can see that so far we've had 2 games. Hot Drop versus the Neighbors and Anomaly versus Montage. So that's where we are. Neighbors had a little bit of a fight on their hands. You know, some favorites with a lot of rings on their fingers, trophies on the shelves, however you want to call it. The Neighbors are stacked when it comes to championship experience, and they let one get away with it from them, Hot Drop. And I mean, they were pressed in that round 3. So just squeaked by. Hot Drop, of course, not eliminated. It is a double elimination, so you can see them dropping down to the lower bracket there. And Montage Anomaly also had some close moments, especially there in round 2, but Montage did take it in the overtime there. Both really, really good games to kick us off, and here we are right now with Ethereal versus W.
Yeah, it is something to behold, and I mean, we talked about this. I keep referencing back to the pre-show, but I think that was, just a great, 4 of us sitting down and talking about the game and what's before us. But I'd like to talk about, just how the gap is closed, and you would think that these players who are perennial champions, they've been champions for how many seasons, Doc? I mean, you look at the likes of Jay and Game since around season 2, season 3, they've just constantly won these championships. But still, for Hot Drop to put up a fight like that, it's going to be so interesting to see how everything else plays out. And speaking of playing out, we have Youngblood here in W versus Ethereal. What is sure to be a very interesting game as we take a look here at the rosters on your screen right now. We're looking at Giggity Gal, Bloop, Jake, and Cam here for W in the arena. And then on Ethereal side, Jay Franzel, JDG is here, single shot, and see Jason in the arena already loaded in. It's going to be exciting with these main rosters coming through.
Wow, that is so freaking cool. Look at those cards. This is my first time seeing it. Those are the actual,
right?
Those are the actual players. Those are the actual, that's their chassis, that's their banner, that's their drip. So I think that's pretty cool. Big shout out to the creator team. We got some cool artwork for you guys throughout the cast. Creator team has been doing amazing work. You can see all of this new package, like it's all updated, it's all fresh, super fresh. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is so cool to see just how much effort they put in. So, of course, huge shout out to them. And you'll see throughout the duration of the casts, tonight and over the next couple of weekends, just the different UIs, the skins that they created, which are just phenomenal in between. So, it's such a pleasure to see exactly what they've done and just how much passion they have for the creation side here in VRML.
Totally. And here we are with Ethereal and W. Let's dive in here. Of course, Ethereal are the known entity. They have been around for a long time, have always kind of been in that group that has been competing for the championship, kind of knocking on the door, kind of always second or third, always pressing the champions, but never quite cresting the hill. But all very well-known players, very capable of taking a W away from W in this game and in this tournament on anyone. So Ethereal, definitely a team to watch. W, on the other hand, some newer names, also some known names. We got Citizen, we got Jake, but we also got Cam and Bloop, who are some newer names, and good to see that. Bloop already getting a nickname. I've heard the name Mini Game thrown around for Bloop, so pretty cool. This will be my first up close look at Bloop, so excited to see that.
Definitely. I definitely think that W is just one of those teams that when they get hot and they get rolling, it could be the highs are some of the highest that we'll see in Echo Arena. But if they struggle to kind of get in that flow and in that rhythm, don't be surprised to see Ethereal take so much advantage of that. This is a very experienced team that knows exactly how they want to play, as well as how they want to use different strategies against the opposing teams. So we could definitely see Ethereal start to run away with maybe the first rounds, W come back in the second round and lead us into a great third one. But we are hopping into the game here as both the teams are readying up, and we're ready to get into this match.
Wow, and yeah, some sick chassis flow. What cool art we have from the creator team. In the Assyrian casting booth, I am Doc Education. We got Glean, we got Wonder T-Man, and we got teams coming out on the neutral joust. Oh no, jumped over it. Bloop gonna have the first shot at it. Dead center pocket. 7 seconds in, W on the board for 3.
We talked about him in the beginning. We talked about mini games showing the consistency. First shot, first make. No hesitation on the beginning 3 to open up this game.
That was so sick. All right, Ethereal. Probably the favorites in this game, but already a little bit pressed. Beautiful pass over to the front side, to the back side, left, right, front, back. Jay Franzel moving up. They are going to move up slowly. Ethereal, they know what to do. They are no, cowboys out here. They're looking to move up, and look at that. 4 in a box, moving up, a diamond, whatever you want to call it. That single shot, and it looks like, see Jason on the backside, slowly moving up. JDG is here, putting it up for 2 on the board.
Such nice control there from the side of Ethereal. I mean, just they look so fluid in their passing. They just knew exactly where they wanted to go. They brought it around. They stunned out the goalie, collapsed the defense. It was just a thing to behold there. Getting the nice easy 2 back here to get themselves rolling.
Beautiful pass there, Bloop, baiting. There's a front stack. Oh my! JDG and Jay Franzel picking the pocket. Oh my goodness. In space, floating, and wow, what a move. That front stack was able to redirect about 3 times, and when they saw Bloop floating in space, they moved so fast and just took it out of the hand. No need for a stun there.
Yeah, I mean, it was just such great movement. And watch for them to continue to be this front stack. I mean, Jay Franzel and JDG are just zooming around the arena right now. Oh, they tried to get it through, but they couldn't get it quite through as the clear was not great. So Jake now with the disc. Oh, stunt out here. JDG now sending this one through, looking for the boop shot. Sorry, the Kung shot off the wall. It will not make it. The stack overshoots. So this one still loose in the orange side of the arena here. Cam now going to try and set this one out. No, good pick here by JDG in the midfield. Sends it over to see Jason. Look for the cross. Good stun. Denies that one. And now they're looking to clear this one right back out here. No, instead, maybe taken by JDG. No, instead into the hands of Bloop.
Yeah, but it gave the backstack an opportunity to get back. Oh my, takes a fortunate bounce if you're Ethereal. Actually goes back toward the Ethereal side, but that stack from, good bounce for W. Ethereal was right there ready. Now, W moving up. It's gonna be Giggity Gow moving up on the ceiling, looking for a teammate, finds one, but Jake gets punked by JDG. What a clear. Let's see who wins this race.
Oh, already down the field. No, JDG with the stun. JDG one-on-one, trying to bring it in. Oh, gets past him. Nice little move there from JDG, swinging the arms around to get that one through. Another 2 on the board for Ethereal.
Wow, JDG, one of my very favorite players to watch. Just kind of a multi-tool. I mean, really can do it all, and you see incredible defense already. A lot of these points for Ethereal coming from defensive plays in the backfield, getting that defensive joust going, and then even in transition. So nice work. There's another one. See Jason getting the disc, can't quite clear it out, but already the defensive pressure glean from Ethereal is looking very strong.
Yeah, they're just continually stacking, they're continually moving, and I think that's part of their game plan here is they know they have speed advantage, and they're throwing W off their game here. W is just not given any space to try and operate, not given any time to think, and if they continue to do that, things could look very good for them. As another missed pass here for W, does manage to get a lucky bounce, but single shot now clearing this one back out for a teammate. JDG looking at a long shot. No, instead we'll just go off the top so they can try and recover this inside the bubble, or at least closer. JDG taking the 3, and they bring it in yet again. 10-3 in the favor of Ethereal.
Yeah, and big credit to Jay Franzel. Haven't said that name yet, but that's because they've been doing the dirty work in the backfield, stunning out. That's why the scoring stack, had so much time to pick up that disc. It was Jay Franzel breaking the back stack. So goals open for just a moment, but immediately redirecting. So right now, Ethereal is able to be everywhere because of their stacks, their stack accuracy. Shout out to Smooth Riding. They're passing, and look at that clear. They're back on the attack.
Dude, credit C. Jason for that pick. Just in the right space at the right time, read where the play was going, and got the hands on it. Now over to Jay Franzel. Jay Franzel trying to bring this one in. No, up to C. Jason. Finishing that one in the side, not quite the side pocket, but around the post there of the goal. And they just look on another level right now. And a wise timeout to come out here.
Yeah, good time for a timeout because, I mean, on the run was Ethereal absolutely dominating after an opening 3 from W. It's been all Ethereal.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we cannot credit the stacks enough. Jay Franzel and JDG there in the front, supported by Single Shot and C. Jason in the back. If it gets past the first pass, then you have the second stack already ready to go. Double stack defense looking really good. And I got to mention here, Doc, players at the top of the game will always talk about Jay Franzel and how they don't want to play against him, but I don't think the rest of the community knows just how good this guy is. He may not be the top scorer at any given point in time, but Jay Franzel can absolutely light it up at a moment's notice, and he is quietly probably one of the best fundamental players that I've seen come around in a while.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, it takes a certain type of player and a certain type of team to have a player that, maybe not is going to score as much as the other players, but is going to do a lot of work. I mean, you saw that stack was able to score so easily because of that stunning of the back stack. That's the kind of stuff that doesn't really go on the stat sheets. I mean, you see the stuns, you see, a little bit of it, but absolutely beautiful work there from Jay Franzel. And, Glean, since we're sitting here, maybe it's time to tell some people about some stuff that's coming up, some really fun stuff that's coming up. Like, I don't know, grand finals next weekend.
Oh, dude, grand finals is going to be so hype with how these teams are shaking out. If you love this action and you love what you've seen so far here on VRML, then you will love when grand finals rolls around. Just the level of gameplay will be there. The hype will be there. So many people in chat just, hyping things up and being super excited, being super pumped. It's going to be a great time. Let's jump back into this game, though, before we get there.
Okay, so W took their time out, took their pause. Oh, my goodness. All the best laid plans in the world, and you lose a one-on-one, and all of a sudden everything is broken. It doesn't matter what your plan is. JDG was there, and holy cow, big steal, big time 3. Ethereal down a player, but electing to go ahead. It looks like that player has returned, so maybe they knew that was going to happen, or maybe they're just flexing a little bit, up 12 and just holding on to that timeout for later, little snack for later.
Oh no! Oh, he almost hit it again. JD almost did it again. Instead, it will be Jay Franzel to eventually finish that one, but JD on an absolute tear right now, just lighting it up from the floor, playing both sides of the arena, just doing a fantastic job here.
Absolutely. So a 14-point lead here for Ethereal. Although, I mean, this is one of the beauties of the VRML format. Even if you get crushed in one round, you can definitely come back. So it's all about right now, if you're W, just get something working. I mean, clearly what's not working is the offensive joust, right? Ethereal is absolutely dominating on their defensive joust, and they're doing it with very aggressive pressure in the form of 2 stacks. They got a double stack meta going on defense. And to my mind, JDG, uncharacteristic miss. W's got a chance here.
Yeah. Oh, but they instead lose it. They tried for the clear, but already the stack was there and ready to go. JDG now going to send this one down over to C Jason, who's now just going to back this one up. And this is the other thing about Ethereal. They can play fast when they want to, but they know how to slow things down. They know how to take their time when they don't have the man advantage. Look at C Jason just floating up here, not over forcing anything. Now up top to Jay Franzel. Jay just going to dive this one in, and they always stun out the goalie to guarantee that shot. Jay Franzel with the 2, 19-3.
Yeah, the domination continues. So we are not out of the realm of using the M word, but maybe a little bit too early. Let's see what W can do on their offensive joust. They've got to get it past the stacks. The back stack there does hold a little bit farther back this time, and that works. They do get past the mid. Now they're in the bubble. Giggity Gow going one-on-one off the shoulder. Oh, can't quite make it. Jay Franzel popping out, clearing it out, and it looks like it'll be really good. Flat off the back wall. That is very dangerous. See Jason with the windmill.
Yeah, he just brings that one in nice and easy. Doesn't even need to really take the 3 there. If they took the 3, we would have reached that M word, but we didn't quite exactly get there yet. And now we're just waiting on one more goal to see if it happens. And what a dominant first round this was here for Ethereal. Could really show you the power of this team, even though they are kind of on the outskirts, or the number 4 team coming into this match here. They are certainly a force to be reckoned with.
That they are. JDG dancing on the pole.
Oh.
Round 1 over. And it is a mercy.
Yeah, and I mean, what? I mean, it's just poetic, right? It's JDG, the man that was absolutely popping off for the majority of this game. Of course, much credit to his teammates for setting him up in a number of instances, but it's the guy that pops off that gets the final goal. It's just poetic for this first round, and I think that really sums it up quite well with exactly what's been going on in this first round.
Yeah, JDG, just an absolute dominant force. Got 15 points in that first round, but as we were talking about, almost all of those points came from defense. Usually on the defensive joust, sometimes in transition, sometimes in the mid, taking big time long shots. And I mean, yeah, JDG really making a name. I mean, obviously already has a name, but looking really fantastic right now.
Yeah, and the biggest question for me is, what does W do to deal with that front stack? It's Jay Franzel and JDG. They're always on the punish, always on the aggression. How do you get past this? For me, it seems like W needs to play either a little bit faster or a little bit slower. They're kind of in the middle space where things are getting really hard for them, and they're kind of playing into Ethereal's game. But if they play on either side of the spectrum where they get very fast or much slower, it could work out much better for them.
Totally, yeah. I mean, let's see what they do if they have a different meta on their once they get to their offensive joust. On the neutral joust, they win the headbutt, although immediately in the hands of Ethereal. So let's see the typical chaos, a bit of a scramble. Let's see what Ethereal can do. Immediately set up, immediately in good spacing. See Jason inverts on the ceiling. You got players left, right, and high. So Ethereal in their typical attack formation.
Yeah, Jay Franzel now over to single, and they just make it look so easy. They have a couple cuts coming in there on the right side of your screen, and just such a nice little play there to then be able to have the dive and finish.
So W struggled mightily on their offensive joust first round. Let's see if they have a different strategy. Let's see if Ethereal, it looks like they have continued, and that backstack is so far advanced. Goal is wide open. There's your chance. Jake with the long shot. That is how you do it. If you are facing an aggressive double stacking defensive joust, you have got to get it past them, and you have got to hit those big time threes to put them a little bit back on their heels, and that's exactly what W did to open this round.
100%. They just picked up the speed. They knew that they needed to get it past them, just like you said, and there they go. They're able to launch that 3 into the goal with a couple of solid fundamental passes, exactly what they need to get back into this game. JDG now going to back this one up to Jay Franzel, and the good spacing here from Ethereal means that they can hold onto this disc as long as they would like to, just to try and figure out how they're going to run this offense. See Jason just hanging back here at this Geo, waiting to drive this one up. Now he's going to walk up, no pressure, going to look for the shot. No, great save there from Giggity, denying that one right back out.
Kind of a funny scene. I think C. Jason was just kind of waiting for somebody to stop them, and no one ever did. And I don't know, maybe weren't quite ready to actually take a shot. Anyway, it goes down as a save, quite an easy one, in fact. Single shot, though, gets the clear, and Ethereal back on their offensive attack.
Back up here to JDG. There are 2 on the ceiling, 1 dropping towards the floor. It actually will go to the floor option, which is single shot. Single now going to survey the rest of the arena. Goes for the nest here. Hits J Franzel. J Franzel now going to just back this one up yet again. Look at them probe this defense. Try and find the weak. They're trying to drive this one in. Oh, there it is. JDG with the finish from single shot. A dimer up top there for the dunk.
Nice, and another easy finish by Ethereal. They just have such good passing. They have such good meta. They're always looking for that next pass. They're always looking to find the easy shot, and JDG just able to finish there, although all the work was done before it got to him. Goals open again. Giggity Gao gonna make a pass. Jake with the 3. Absolutely. Wow. W not down after that first round. They've got their mental right. They've got their strategy right, and Glean, they're attacking.
Yeah, Doc, I mean, next time they do it, I really hope they pull out that play again, but I want you to watch the little hesitation at that Merc block, that one block near the tunnel. Every single time now, they're just doing a little bit of hesitation before the pass, and that's throwing off that stack, meaning that they can get it past and get the shot that they're looking for. Now this one into the hands of Ethereal, backed up to Jay Franzel, up here to see Jason once again. They're going to look to, again, just try and drive this one in slowly. Jay Franzel now down. Oh, what a find by Jay to JDG. The J connection brings them back to a tie.
Wow. I mean, it's going to be hard. I mean, Ethereal, their offense just looks so oppressive. I mean, you cannot stop them right now. Their passing is so tight. Their communication is so good. Okay, let's see what they do. Jake, oh, what a... It's going to be Giggity Gao very quickly getting back, though, all 4 players from Ethereal. What a return. So not going to give up the open 3 all game. And now we've got W attacking. It's going to be C. Jason, Bloop rather, going in, but got punked from behind. So great defensive stop. Now they're on the run. Will they pick it up? It's going to be in the hands. Who? JDG. Is he here? Absolutely.
I mean, just the little duck moves that he throws in just throws everybody off. The slightest little bit of movement there has people jump out into the slightly wrong position, and he just places it so well inside of that goal. Brings them back up to the 2-point lead here as we come back to the rollout for W. And again, let's look at what they do here. Bloop controlling this on the top side, gives it up to Giggity, and they're just taking that little bit of extra time. Bloop trying to get the extra pass. Ooh, the punish comes through, not quite, as the stun was there, but not the rest of the offense. Now Bloop looking to recover this one. They dump it in deep, just trying to get this one out.
Yeah, a little bit of chaos, a little bit of clumping, but it's worked out for W. Wow! In the chaos, Jake picking it up, dancing on the backboard, and tying the game. So after a first round that saw W score a total of 3 points, which they scored, by the way, in the first 7 seconds, we got a tie game with 4.5 minutes left, 8-8.
Absolutely. So much fight here in W after what was an extremely tough round. But, you know, we kind of mentioned it at the top of the hour or at the top of the game. But if this W team can get rolling, they can look so good. Oh, speaking of which, my goodness, JDG doesn't even drive that one in further. He knows the stack is coming, just takes the shot, brings it in from 7 meters out.
Yeah, and so, I mean, every time W has scored, Ethereal has just answered right back. So W has definitely solved some things on their offensive end, but on the defensive end, I mean, Ethereal is just looking absolutely crushing. And look at that. Their defense shines through again. That was a shot. That was a cloud shot. It turns out to be a little bit off, but they do pick it up. Jay Franzel gonna go in. Goal's wide open. Not sure why they didn't just put it in, but see Jason, with the spinning back shot. A little bit of steez there, and it doesn't quite work out.
indeed. Bloop now going to send this one over to Cam. Cam going to send this one out a deep 3. The look is not quite good. It will bounce loose instead, and JDG is going to send that one into a pass, actually, to J-Fran, so I didn't see anyone was there, but now a return 3. It will also be off the backboard, and Jake going to look for the reset here up to Giggity. Giggity now just going to hold this one up top. They have plenty of time to work with, 3 minutes left, and only down the 2 points, so they can afford to take some time here if they want to play this one slower, as they continue to just walk this one up, not under any pressure. Eventually goes for the pass down to Cam. Cam trying to go over to Jake. Jake now looking at another reset pass over to Giggity. Look at the fluid movement here, Doc, as they move this up the floor.
Beautiful movement. 1-on-1. Oh, Jake is in the area, though. JDG gonna get it out. Oh, Giggity Gal wasn't quite in the right place. Can they react in time? Cam picks it up, takes a shot. Oh! It's in the bubble. Can they get it out? Wow, just barely off the ding ring, and it is danger time for Ethereal, but it looks like they're gonna dodge this one.
Yeah, they managed to get out of that one without the goal coming through. Blue on the recovery here. W has another chance. Jake looking at a long 3 once again, but already there is someone hiding back there. See Jason with the little bit of deception to just be there and get the save, and JDG just brings in another 3. And I wish we had shooting percentages. I wish so badly we had them, because JDG has just, it feels like he hasn't missed anything here tonight.
Wow, I mean, that is absolutely breaking. If you are W, they were so close to tying it up or even going ahead with that long shot from Cam that just dinged out. Would have been 11-10. Instead, gave up the long 3, and here we go, another one, and already, just like that, 8-point lead. It is 16-8 with a minute and a half left. Absolutely crushing.
It's crazy. I mean, I just don't know. You know, how do you deal with the pressure of someone who just cannot miss? It's like those moments in the NBA where you watch the basketball players and you watch someone just get so hot that they can't miss no matter what defense you throw at them. No way!
Bruh.
You're joking.
I mean, I saw it. I saw he had the opportunity. I saw he was dancing. I saw he was in space. I also saw, I think he had 3 orange jerseys all over him. And absolutely delivered the mail. Here we go, Jay Franzel. I mean, it is already over. But wow, JDG. What a show.
I mean, just so much credit here to the rest of to W for how much of a fight they put up in the second round. They looked so good. Those fast rollouts, or the faster plays, looked really good for them as they started to climb back into this one, and they had this one tied. But it's just JDG, man. I don't know what else to say other than it's just a JDG diff right now.
That it is with 17 seconds left. Jake gonna get a little bit more for fun. But it was already over. And look at that. Sir Dimwee, we are going to be giving away a HyperX Duocast microphone during the very next game, which is Instinct versus Kang. Super poggers. But right now, I mean, Glean, what else is there to say? But Ethereal has come to play in these finals.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for W in a way, because they got caught on JDG's good day. They saw JDG's good side, and if you see that, it is really a huge problem. I mean, what else can you really do there? But just sit back and watch what is just a spectacular player showing off in one of the most hype and one of the toughest moments you can here in VRML.
I mean, this is why we come, this is why we tune in, Glean. This is why we watch, is for a show like that. I mean, yeah, you feel bad for W for sure, and they played extraordinarily well, especially after getting absolutely shellacked in round 1. They came back and they were ready to play in round 2, and if it weren't for a couple of dings out that could have been dings in, and a couple of long shots, like round 2 definitely could have gone a different way, and I mean we could be talking about a round 3 right now, but instead, Wow, what a show. That last shot from JDG was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh man, I just it's one of those things that you wish you could never. You wish you didn't have to stop watching it because the accuracy and the capability of that player is fantastic. But W just needed to get more into rhythm. They had the offense rolling. They looked really good there at the beginning of that second round. It started to slip away from them. And once they got off rhythm again, once Ethereal started digging their claws in on the defensive end like they were doing in that first round, it just became so much harder for W to really be able to get anything going. So much credit to Ethereal in just the way they played, constant pressure, really making everything happen.
Totally. And I think I dropped the bracket link a little bit ago in the chat. You can scroll up if you want it. So this is a double elimination, just as a reminder. So W not out of it yet. They will drop down to the bottom bracket. They will face Anomaly. That'll be tomorrow, I do believe. And right now we've got and so Ethereal will move on. They will face the winners of the Neighbors and Juice Box. I didn't do my J alliteration practice before the stream, so I'll find one of those to work on. But in any case, we got Instinct and Kang coming up. That's gonna be absolute fire.
Definitely, you don't want to miss that one whatsoever. It is two fantastic teams going up against one another. A lot of great storylines going on. It's going to be such a great game. Make sure you don't miss out.
Totally. And speaking of not missing out, there's a new game on the block. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's called Ultimex. I have not played it yet, but I'm actually super excited. I love like Mech Warrior stuff. I grew up playing Mech, what was it called? Mech Warrior, I think it was called, on the PlayStation. But anyway, now you can suit up in the VR and you can be a mech. So Ultimex, I do believe it's a free-to-play game, and it is teaming up with VRML. There's going to be some action that you can follow there, but right now, just really trying to spread the word and check it out. I'll definitely be checking it out. I definitely will be checking it out.
For sure. All right. Well, that does it here for us, I think, on this W versus Ethereal cast. Remember, that next game you do not want to miss out. So we will be back after a short break to bring you the next game.
Hey, chat.
I'm crazy, Jack.
Yes.
Easy going right there. Looking at One more to go.
Heyo, everybody, welcome back. We got a fire matchup for you, Instinct versus Kangarillas.
Yeah.
It is so cool to see Kangos back in action. Luke, the one you see, the one I'm seeing right now. Good buddy, how you been?
Oh man, it's been so good. I've been watching the stream all day, just following along the Echo Action EU earlier, NA now. I mean, I'm just excited. This is what the whole season's all about, and seeing these two teams fight, especially with their history with players, I'm so excited.
Me too, man. Me too. We got Wonder, T-Man, the wonderful, as always, on the camera. And, yeah, I mean, what is there to say? So much to say. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of intrigue for Instinct and Kangarillas. Of course, Instinct, formerly known as the New York Kings, formerly known as Instinct. So they've changed names. They've been kind of in action for a few seasons, I believe, going back all the way to season 2, actually, or season 3. And as the New York Kings, we got 3 of the 4 champions. Of course, Oculusator, Ender, and Cruisin were on that squad. The 4th player on that squad was, of course, Strembitsky, who is, of course, originally and now on Kang. So we got Kang mostly back together. We got Loveridge, we got Mad, we got Zenith, and a couple new folks, Callan and Empty. So it'll be fun to see who they field for this game. And wow, Luke, look at these cool cards we have. If you don't know, those are the actual players' chassis. That is what they rock in their social arena profile, their social chassis, and that is their banner. So pretty cool.
Yeah, what's also really cool is that these two teams have fought before earlier on in the season a couple times, and they were high-scoring games. So I am so excited to see these two teams play. Most recently, they played in October, and Instinct did find the edge over Kangarillas 48-40. So I am expecting some solid performances from both these teams. I mean, as you said it, there's so many classic names that we expect to see play in the arena, as we see Stram, Mad, Andy W, Cruisin, Ender, Ock. I mean, teammates, enemies, friends. You know, everyone was hanging out for all the folks who did end up coming out to the Echo Northland not too long ago. You know, and they're friends, right? They've known each other for so long, but today maybe they're less friendly as they are putting everything out on the arena. Again, it is double elimination. This is just that matchup, but they both want to stay in that upper bracket.
That they do. And speaking of cool stuff that's coming your way, we're going to be giving away a HyperX Duocast microphone. So these dulcet tones that you hear piping your way from Doc are actually coming from the HyperX Quadcast. So not exactly the same microphone, but the same lineage. This is what you're gonna see. And what you need to do, you see it right there. Type in Ultimex VRML, all one word, in chat, and you will be there's some bot, there's somebody, there's some dimwee who is taking note. And I do believe after the end of round 1 or somewhere around there, there will be a giveaway. Definitely, I mean, cost you nothing. Just type it, and you'll be eligible.
It certainly will be exciting, and we do have 8 players in the arena, so let's see what happens next. But man, oh man, I mean, so much history, so much games. There's so many games both this weekend though and next weekend too, isn't there, Doc?
Oh man, I mean, next weekend is when it all goes down. And we still got tomorrow. We got this game. We got all day tomorrow, EU and NA. We got next weekend, EU, NA, and OCE. I mean, it's just gonna keep coming at you. I love the format that we've got. We're drawing it out a little bit giving you a little bit more juice, a little bit more drama. You know, we all love the drama, and boy, it's coming.
Oh, it certainly is. And this is just the beginning. For all your favorite NA teams, make sure you do come out support. Bring your friends. Get your family to watch. I know I always invite, I don't even play in these things. I just cast them. And I always get my family to come out and watch. They have no idea what's going on, but sometimes they get really into it. And it's so great to see their reactions. So, hey, invite your friends, invite your family, get your cousins, get your uncles and aunts, and get those folks up, because we are going away into the action. So, oh my goodness, I'm excited, Doc.
I'm excited. You're excited. I know Wonder T-Man is excited. Everyone in chat, drop the Ultimex VRML and check out Ultimex. You know, if you like Mech Warrior stuff, why not? It's free to play. Download it, give it a shot. I'll definitely be giving it a shot. I love that kind of stuff. And speaking of stuff I love, we got a neutral joust.
We certainly do here in the Asterian casting booth, but it's going to get picked up by Ender. Ender looking for a quick pass low. It's quick. Occulizator quickly stunned out, though, not able to find the reset back. Ender finds the disc, finds Cruisin. Cruisin finds Occulizator. Occulizator finds Andy. Andy, oh, not quite finding that last cut as that bounced out of bubble.
Yeah, Andy mighta, coulda, shoulda, woulda taken a shot there, but instead looking for the teammate, couldn't quite connect. Disc in a dangerous area. The stack will fly in. Mad delivering it over to the man, Strembitsky. Oh, leverage! Not quite connected in space, and that clear not going to be good enough, although it will be picked up by Ender. Very dangerous right here. Picked up. Oh, but stunned out.
Stunned out and still scoreless 45 seconds in this match. Both teams have had many opportunities, but the defense is on fire. Let's see if that's going to change. Andy W tries to find the cut across, but everyone's stunned out by the Kangarillas. Now it's going to be picked up by Strembitsky. Strembitsky fake pumps one, finds the pass for two. Not an open net, but it's going to be Zenith coming in, not quite finding the angle they were looking for, so we'll get turned over. Andy W with the clear.
Yeah, Zenith maybe looking to dump it into the player jumping in. Mad. Oh, got to get rid of it. Oh, no. Gonna be picked up by Ender, and wow. Dead center pocket. Ender not gonna miss that one. So after a little bit of finding the right gear, both teams with some uncharacteristic rustiness, let's call it. Some missed passes, just a couple of missed opportunities there. Ender finally connects, and it's Instinct on the board first.
Yeah, they're on the board first, and they certainly won't be last, because Ender is going to score another one. 6 points, just like that. Instinct is looking fierce.
That they are. After taking almost a minute and a half to score their first goal, they come back in 7 seconds and get another 3. So 6-0 lead, still tons of time. Kangos, I mean, if you don't know, Kangos is literally OG. They are literally original. There has been, oh my, what a pick by Andy W. In space, floating. Goal was wide open. I thought that was a big time 3, but instead it is sent back.
Yeah, it really is sent back all the way downfield, and you know what that's going to come to? 2 more points by you-know-who, Ender, who's the only one who scored so far this game. 8 points now. Instinct, only 2.5 minutes in.
Wow. I mean, that is rough. And classic VRML Echo Arena. You know, looks like one team is going to score on one end and very quickly return.
Oh,
Occulizator with the pick and the punishment. 11 points. Holy cow.
Oh my goodness. And we see a pause, because, oh my goodness, Kangarillas needs to put some ice in this fight against Instinct. 0 points up, Doc. I mean, no one would have expected this. At least I wouldn't.
No, and I mean, it looks like both teams kind of got off to a little bit of a funky start. Kangos definitely had a couple of scoring opportunities on their end, but couldn't quite put the disc through the net. And now that Instinct has gotten going, I mean, they're just on an absolute tear.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, if you look at possession time, It's pretty straightforward. Stun's pretty, like, it's all even. It really is just execution right now. Instinct is running on exactly that. I mean, Cruisin', Ender, Oculusator, they've been playing together for multiple seasons. Strembitsky, of course, switching from Instinct to Kangarillas. So, you could make an argument that maybe they know all of Strem's plays. But nevertheless, I mean, it's a master class for how to do under pressure, but it's also a master class for when you should pause. I mean, there's still 7 minutes left. There's so much time. And, I see so many teams not using that pause button, not, wanting to use it. But Kangarillas, I mean, they're focused right now. This is it. And maybe they're taking a break. Maybe they're talking strats. But, there's still plenty of time to come back here in the first round.
Plenty of time, and I mean, one of the great things about a team like Kangarillas, they have so much experience. I mean, we talked about it earlier. They're the OGs. They were here from the beginning. Zenith, Loveridge, Mad, and Strembitsky, they know each other so well. They've been up, they've been down, they've had massive comebacks. I think Sir Dimwee once called them the reverse sweep kings. Known for getting off to slow starts. And so the Kangarillas are not they are not tilted. They are not stressed. I mean, maybe a little stressed, maybe a little worried, but this is a team that can put it back together in an instant. So let's see what they do here on their offensive joust.
Yeah, they need to find a conversion, and they're finding each other right now. Some clean cross passing, not an open shot for a 3 from Strem. Strem does have a cut low, though. Is going to find it. Loveridge quickly under pressure from behind. Ender gets the clear downfield, bouncing erratically, but that's going to be quickly read now by Zenith. Zenith, again on that back line, dodges one player. They do have numbers advantage. That pass across to Loveridge. Loveridge, deep downfield to Mad. Mad up, not going to connect to Strembitsky, though, so that's not going to be the conversion they were looking for. Instead, it will be a clear attempt that will get helped out the second time by Oculusator.
Yeah, nice move there. Andy W. going to have an open goal for a moment, but just like that, Strem and Mad get back. It's Ender. Oh, can't quite connect. Let's see if they can pick it up. No, Ender does recover to Andy W. from the sky, sends it in, and the onslaught continues.
Wow. I mean, Kangarillas, it's just that final pass. It's just the final inch we need to see them get through. And, of course, break that silence, because I certainly believe that Kang are still in it. But 5:35 on the board, 13-0. Instinct looking strong.
That they are. Okay, let's see what they do. They're running a right side relay here, and it looks like it's working out for the moment. Zenith going to make a back pass. Beautiful move. So this is the first time that the offensive joust has really flown. Strem not going to stop him. One-on-one in the bubble. Strem finding the bottom pocket, getting Kangos on the board, and with 5 minutes left, so I don't know who said this one, but if they can do it to us, we can do it to them. 11 points down. Definitely Kango's not out of this.
It certainly isn't, and it certainly is possible. Cruising now with the disc pressured from below, going to connect to Ender. Now Ender having only the cross pass really available. Now there's the deep pass as well. Under pressure, tries to go for the deep pass. Will it connect? Yes. And actually there's going to be one more. It's a one-on-one diving in. Andy W gets 2. 15-2, 13 up again. Instinct.
Okay, so Kango solved the offensive joust problem, at least for the moment. Let's see if they can respond. Now they've got to solve the defensive problem because they are really giving up a lot of points right now. And once Instinct gets moving on their offensive attack, they're not having a lot of trouble. So Strem getting through mid. First job done there by Kangos. Strem hung on to it just a little bit too long. Maybe didn't see Cruisin', and the disc is back on the blue side.
Yeah, back on the blue side and under pressure. Mad trying to find a pass high cross. It's not going to work, but it might still get recovered by a teammate, and it will. Now picked up by Loveridge. Loveridge goes for the long shot. There was a goalie back, probably intended initially as a pass, but there's going to be a clean pass from Oculusator, who's just looking to get this past. Is that a mail slot? No, but it's a nice relay to Cruisin', and Cruisin' finishes the job. 15 points up, 18-2. 16.
Yeah. Tough one. Zenith, that was a pass. Zenith was in space, not connected to Geo, and pass tried to go toward where Zenith was cutting. Zenith tried to duck down and grab a Geo and just just a little bit timing is off right now. But Kango's definitely a team that once they get that timing together can easily make a comeback. So Zenith bouncing around. Oculusator, though, able to guard 2 people at once. Ender fighting, and Ender causing enough chaos that there is a turnover, and immediately they are on the attack. No mail delivery there. So they're going to have to reset. Oh, no. They're going to keep it pressing. Andy W, one-on-one. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, Instinct is just a masterclass right now on how to play this game. Solid defense, solid midfield possession, and solid offensive pressure to finish it. But oh my goodness, here we go. Another joust advantage for the Kangarillas. Can they find that right relay success like they've seen before? Yes, they have 2 players caught back. The stack is there. The reset is through. It's going to connect now to Mad. Mad, the pass across, connecting to Leverage. Leverage back to Mad now. Mad slowing down. That player offender is stunned. The pass across back to Leverage. Leverage diving in, but denied. Ender just gets the clear, and the stack is ready.
Yeah, Ender is an absolute force right now. Gonna get 2 more. And that is over! Round 1. Get in your Ultimex VRML. If you haven't, yeah, type it in, because we're gonna have a giveaway very, very soon. But that is a mercy, ladies and gentlemen. Round 1, Instinct.
Yeah. Wow. That's a statement. I mean, you know it, I know it. Kangarillas OG, Kangarillas, all the fans. I love those guys. But Instinct, I mean, they put on a show. They absolutely dominated every side of the board. And I mean, if you look at the team play, I mean, everyone scored. Everyone was involved in almost every play. They found the resets. They found each other. They found the numbers advantages. And maybe they didn't get an assist or a pass, but they got a good stun. Or they drawed out a player. I mean, Instinct is just doing everything right now, Doc. I mean, if you are on Kang, what are you thinking? Are you just thinking, I got the good Kang mojo, they're going to come back round 2? Or what do they really need to switch in your mind?
I mean, right now, first of all, Ender is winning just a lot of one-on-one. So Ender in the tunnels is absolutely dominating whoever has the disc. Gotten a lot of steals through stunning and using the shield very effectively. So that one-on-one fighting, sort of the combat element of it, is being won by Ender in the mid. So I think the main thing is, I mean, on offense, Kango's just got to get it through mid. And on defense, I don't know. I mean, Instinct is just looking really tough right now.
Yeah, well, let's see what Kang is going to do differently. Well, they're going to connect some passes. They're going to try to find a 3, but it does connect eventually. One more pass, one more goal, and that is exactly how you start a round after a round 1 like that.
Nice work, and congratulations, Virtus Media. I do believe that is our good friend Gilligan, has won the HyperX Duo Cast. So good luck to you. I'm sure you will make good use of it. And don't worry if you didn't win. We've got more giveaways coming your way. Just stay tuned and keep your ears peeled and your eyes open. It looks like Zenith gonna pick it up, monkeying around, kangarooing around, and they got 4 on the board.
Yeah, they do. 9 minutes. Only 1 minute in, 4 points. I mean, this is a much stronger start. This is the start that they could have potentially had in round 1, but they just weren't able to find those finishings. But cruising now with the disc, under pressure, finding the right side pass, going to connect to Oculusator. Oculusator finds the cut across to Andy W. Andy quickly under pressure, does the quick Kang stacks, and they're going to continue to be quickly putting the pressure on. Now it's going to be sent upfield. That's an open 3. Do they hit it? Well, you know they do, but there is a goalie, so it's not going to be able to shot off right away. Now Ender looks for the pass, outlet pass to Oculusator. The stacks are coming together, all 3 of them, but Kang has a slower rotation. Ock with the long clear. Andy W. under pressure loses a hand on it, and they're probably just going to reset it here as they dive in under pressure, sending it through, waiting, slowing it down. No, pass across. Diving in. Shot! Goal! Wow, what a play. Instinct on the board.
Wow. And kind of similar opportunities for Kang and Instinct on that one. Kang not able to convert on the 3. And Instinct able to turn it back around and get 2 points on the board. So could have been 7-0. Instead, it's 4-2, and we got ourselves a game. Let's see what Kangos does. Oh, pass just a little bit off Zenith in the area, but Ender and Andy W just moving very quickly as a stack. Oculusator going to send it deep. It's going to be Ender. Oh, but they've got a goalie. Let's see what they've got. 2-on-1. Oh! Jump by Mad!
Mad is insane! Coming in clutch right now, keeping that 2-point lead. Kangarillas, again, need to win this second round if they do want to stay in the upper bracket and go for round 3. And, well, hopefully, potentially, we'll see what happens then. But it's going to get picked up by Instinct. Kang not able to quite control it as well as we're used to seeing here in the offensive half. But Strembitsky with this disc now looking for the pass low, looking for it high. Connects high, bouncing in. There's a quick goal from Mad. Making the save, making the shot. 6-2.
Absolutely amazing. And rewind that one. If you want to see how you need to be active in goal, not just hang around and wait for the shot, but jump out and get a stun, get a steal. Mad showing us how it's done. Kangos up by 4.
Yeah, up by 4, and they're looking for more, but it's going to be passed to the left side now by Andy. Andy under immediate pressure. Kang is ready. Kang maybe not finding their passes right now that we're used to seeing here in the offensive half, but they are certainly still finding those stacks. Cruising. Finds a cross, pass right back. Andy not going to connect, though, to Ender, who is the deep player. Instead, it will get turned over by Mad on the back line. No real pass options available. Is going to send it left side wall. Will it get recovered by Kangarillas? No. Oculusator slapping it downfield. Again, a weird bounce, so still somehow recovered by Kang. Kang goes for the reset. Picked up now by Mad. Mad gets the clear.
Oh my, that's got a shot. Is it going to go in? Oh, just barely missing off the double bounce. Andy W going to pick it up. Try to send it out, but who's there? It's the Mad Lad. Mad delivering it over to Zenith. Zenith cutting up. Oh! Oh! The Ender, but couldn't quite connect. Who's there? It's Mad!
Mad is everywhere and absolutely popping off right now. 6 points up in this round, and 4 of them have been Mad. So, oh my goodness, putting on a show. We're only 5.5 minutes in, a much lower scoring game than round 1.
Much lower scoring, but not for Kang. Kang with only 2 points in round 1. They've already got 8 here with 5 minutes left. Oh! Mad absolutely dominating this game on both sides of the arena. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Mad is just insane. He is in the zone, but Andy W and Instinct are looking to take him out of it, finding that relay, but not finding those passes there in the offensive half. Now finding some space, finding the jukes, finding the cut, and of course, finding not the last cut pass, as it is going to get turned around by Kang. Both these teams feeling the pressure, it seems, as they are not finding as those last passes as we usually expect them to be. But there's some really offensive defense right now from both these teams and not letting that last pass happen. But again, rotations back for 3, and Ender slowing down the play.
Ender delivering it over. It's going to be Andy with the cutter. Oculusator coming in. Can't quite connect. Zenith going to pick it up. Can they clear it out? Yes, the clear will be good. And that's going to be in a dangerous area. Zenith and Mad are in the area. Mad redirects. Zenith on the left side. Pass goes over. Zenith tries to get it right back because the stacks came in flying. Now to the man, Strembitsky. Strem, beautiful pass. Leverage with the stun. Oh my goodness, Zenith doesn't get the credit for the goal, doesn't get the credit for the assist, but did get the big time stun and made it easy for Leverage to send it in. Kangos are dominating this round.
They really are, and we now see the opposite thing happen with the 11-point lead last time, but 8-point lead in this round. There's a pause, and it's instead coming from Instinct, which means if there is a round 3, there ain't no mid-round pauses remaining. So it is exciting. Instinct, I mean, using that pause, using the game, using the advantages. But, I mean, everyone is popping off in this game. Now every single player on the board, except for Cruisin', has points and assists. Cruisin', unfortunately, doesn't have an assist. So everyone is just so active right now in the second round. Both teams have really woken up, Doc.
That they have. And Wow, just a lot of fun to watch. Ender hasn't quite popped off, but that's just been the defense from Kangos, especially. I mean, we can't talk about it enough. Mad has absolutely been mad this round. Huge saves, huge jumps out of goal, and huge scoops and scores on the offensive end. So, I mean, that just shows you, if you want to play at the top level, you gotta get all of your skills rounded. Mad showing off.
Oh yeah, absolutely showing off. But let's see if Instinct can show off that pause and find the next goal, reducing that lead by 2 or maybe 3. Let's see as they come into the tubes, and that disc is going to get picked up by Cruisin'.
Okay, beautiful pass through. Ender connecting passes to Andy. Andy gonna pass over. Is it gonna be in the area? Yes, Ender gonna get it off the bounce. Oculusator on the ceiling. Andy W creeping low. Oh! Mad got the headbutt, but it goes in after that. So immediate response from Instinct. Only down 6. 3 minutes left. Luke. Woo!
Oh my goodness. This is exactly what you want to see here on this weekend of matches. But it's going to get picked up here by Kangarillas. Tell Happy to play the slow game now because they are the ones up by 6. And they want to extend or keep that lead 6 or greater. And that pass will be greater. Over to Zenith now, who ducks the stack. Under pressure from behind. Goes with a bounce shot. Unfortunately, a little bit off the mark, so it's going to be Oculusator finding that long clear. And this is going to bounce all the way right back in their favor. No goalie, no shot. But that's no good, as that's going to bounce right back. Actually, almost a turnover, but it will get recovered here by Instinct. And that pass is just panicked. So it is going to get turned over, and Kang's in control.
Okay, they have the stack. Strem delivering it up. Cruisin' trying to get the stun out, but couldn't quite get it. But wow, that stack just flying back for Instinct. So Ender with the disc, down 6. 2 minutes left. Let's see what they can do. Can't quite connect with Oculusator, though he does pick it up. Defender Strem immediately there. Oh my, Cruisin' with the one-timer.
Cruisin', oh my goodness, absolutely playing out of their mind. 2 minutes left, 4 points. And Doc, since the pause, I mean, Kangarillas, Instinct has been whittling away at that Kangarillas lead. 4 points now, 2 goals. Let's see what's going to go.
Mad delivering it over to Zenith. Zenith under pressure by Ender. Tries to dump it up, but it hits that trench, that curved area. Kind of goes in the favor of Kango. Strem going one-on-one. Oh my! Strem showing us why a lot of people think he is one of the best, if not the best player in all the game. Beautiful duck and slam.
That is exactly what Kangarillas needed to do in order to change the momentum of this game here after the pause. 1 minute, 10 seconds. They're not out of the woods, though, just yet. It's only a 6-point game. That's 2 goals. Kangarillas, Instinct, both these teams can do that, as it is going to be a stun fest. It's going to be Kangarillas winning, but not finding the clear they need. So it will get recovered by Cruisin'. Cruisin' quickly downfield, bouncing back, but now bouncing back into the hands of Andy W. Ender now with the disc. Ender tried to go for a pass to Cruisin'. Cruisin', no, it's going to get red, but Mad's going to find the disc. From Zenith. Zenith again receives it, finds the pass up to Strembitsky. Strembitsky under pressure, finds the right side pass. 42 seconds now. The pass is across to Zenith. Zenith back and forth. It's the give and go. It's the give and play. But it's a stun all day, but they're happy to burn the time. 30 seconds now. The clear is good, but it's going right into the hands of Zenith, who is going to recover this one and continue to burn the clock.
Loveridge with the disc. Time now fully baked for Kangarillas. They are going to take this round 2, and we are going to see a round 3. Luke, this is what I love about the VRML format. I can't say it often enough. I love the full reset. You saw a mercy in round 1. Kangos were absolutely asleep. Absolutely dominated. Could not get the disc through mid. We're giving up scores. I mean, their defense was so porous. And here we are. They win convincingly in round 2. And it's even. And we're going to round 3.
Yeah, I mean, it was an absolute much closer match than round 1, but It was exactly what Kang needed to do. And if you talk to Sir Dimwee, if you talk to many folks who are OG, that is exactly what Kang does. They are the comeback kings. And let's see if they can go all the way here in round 3. Of course, if you are just joining us, it is a best of 3 format. Round 1 was taken decisively with a mercy win to Instinct, 22-2. Round 2 went in favor of Kangarillas, 12-6. In round 3, well, the winner of that will stay on in the upper bracket, but the loser will not go home. It is a double elimination tournament this weekend and the next. But I want to talk about the defense of Mad, because Mad is what kept them in that game. Mad's offensive plays, and as someone said, over in chat, Mad scored for both teams with that headbutt save. But nevertheless, I mean, playing out of their mind right now, I'm so excited to see what they can do in round 3.
Totally, and Jucifer in chat talking about Leverage and how Leverage very skilled at making in-game adjustments. Kang in general known for this, and Leverage in particular a master, and that showed it all. Couldn't quite connect with the cutter. Ender gonna pick it up. Wow. So immediate response from Instinct. They are up by 2 here in this decisive round 3.
Yeah, this is it for both these teams. Instinct starting strong. Beautiful shot for that bottom pocket. Oh my goodness. But here we go. Kangarillas. What are they going to do? Are they going to find a right relay? No, it's a left one. Leverage now with this disc finds the pass down over to Zenith. Zenith sees the pass across. It's going to dive deep, and that will connect. And there's another cut, and there's a clean goal. Kangarillas tying it up just like that.
Stram having fun. That was easy. Just got an easy pass. Zenith, the classic give and go. The absolute classic give and go.
Yeah, it's so classic. And always Kang with that one extra pass. Notably, both these teams were missing some passes in the bubble early on in round 1 and round 2. Round 3, that doesn't seem to be an issue because that's a long 3, but it will be a recovery there from Oculusator, finding 4 points on the board for Instinct.
Oh, man, and that was great offense, great defense. If you rewind that one, the first pass was almost got by the front stack from Kang, and the second pass was very nearly gotten by the back stack, but just barely missed on both occasions, just slightly out of reach, and that left the goal open and the score. So 4-2 right here. This is going to be, I think it's going to be a back and forth battle here, Luke.
Yeah, I think it really will be. I at least hope it will be, as it is going to be a cut, but it's not going to be any good. Do they get the recovery? Yes. Quickly under pressure, though, and that's going to be too much because Ender will get the turnover. Nice clear downfield. Is that a shot? No, not going to be on target, but that will be. And just like that, there's 2 more on the board. Ender scores.
Ender, a very quick release. Couldn't quite get it outside of the bubble, so it goes down as a 7-meter 2. And Instinct, after struggling to score mightily in round 2, here they go in round 3. 6 points already with 7.5 minutes left. Mad delivers to the right side. Leverage has multiple options. Zenith gonna try to get it back, but oh my, couldn't quite connect. And now Instinct is on their attack.
Yeah, on their attack as Ender looks for the cut. It's going to be a great cut.
My.
What a dime. And Andy W will finish it. 6 points up now. Again, neither team has a mid-round pause available, so they have to play through this. They have to reset, and they have to refocus. Kang 6 behind. Let's see what they're going to do.
Yeah, good point. The pressure is on both of these teams. If you're going to make adjustments, you've got to do it in flight. That's not going to be good enough. Mad going to be in the area, immediately hit by the stack. Oculusator to Ender. Ender going to go one-on-one leverage. Can't quite get it. That goes down as a 2 again. Ender getting a little bit of the short end of the stick in terms of being close to a 3, but Instinct 10-2 right now.
Yeah, 10-2, and I mean, Kang need to switch something up. going for a bit of a fake out, I think, but it's not going to work. But it will not be an open opportunity yet for Instinct. Instinct diving in, though, under pressure on the goalie. One more bounce pass, but the options were stunned at the time, so it is going to be cleared out of the bubble. Now cruising right back into the hands of Ender. Ender the cut. Ender backing it up. Sorry, Andy W backing it up now to Cruisin. Cruisin buying some space, trying to bait out that defender, and they will bait exactly that. Strembitsky, though, not stunned, and it's going to be a turnover. The Kangarillas stacks aren't ready, though. They have none of them, so that will probably get picked up here by Instinct. Instinct under pressure, but they're too slow, Kangarillas. So Ender, once again with this disc, Instinct well in control. 2-on-1, the stacks are stunned back, and that will be a duck, and that will be a 2. 12-2 now. Instinct, again, masterclass in playing. 10 points up.
Yeah, and this is where you wanna have a timeout. This is where you wanna pause and make your adjustment, but alas, they have used it all up. So let's see. Again, Kango's having the same troubles they had in round 1, which was their offensive joust, not quite being able to make those passes well enough to get it through the mid. And just like that, again, they have turned the disc over, and it is a race moving quicker than anyone is Oculusator.
No way.
Oh, you do not want to give it to this man in the bubble. Wow, with the Ender and Andy W. Wow. That was a lot of confidence. Let's call it that. That was a lot of confidence.
That was a lot of confidence from Andy, but that was also a lot of confidence from Ock. I mean, oh my, Instinct is just on another level right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you hate to see it because Kang's OG, you want this third round to be a nail biter, but I mean, they really need to find that reset. Mental reset. They really got to find that energy, and they really got to find those passes because they just aren't connecting right now. So Instinct will again punish. That's going to bounce off the backboard. Easy raid and easy 2 coming from Ender, making it 16-2, 14 points up now here in the third round, our Instinct.
Yeah, I mean, round 1 and round 3 kind of have a similar story. Kango's just unable to get their passes connecting on their offensive joust. Down 14. It's not fully over yet, but I mean, there's going to have to be a huge turnaround and some big-time threes right here is your opportunity. Oh. And there we have it again. You know, it's just those slight mistakes, those slight inaccuracies. Oh, my. Yeah. Right now, Instinct just a little too much.
Yeah, I mean, it is worth noting that when these teams did play just over a month ago, Instinct did find the W. And, well, it looks like they very well may again. Only 3 points away from another mercy from them. But Kangarillas, it's still 3 points. There is still time. Let's see if they can find 2 or 3 more here with this neutral joust.
On their offensive joust, Kang trying to get their offensive joust working, and that's not how you do it.
No.
That's not how it's done.
But that is how it's won by Instinct because, oh my goodness, what a read on that play. Will find a round 3 victory. A very convincing one that looks exactly like round 1. 22-2. Ender with 23 points. 23 points, 5 assists. If you want to tell me that's not a team player, you can't. That is absolute perfection from Ender there in this game, and my goodness.
Amazing. Yeah, and I'm still liking that artwork that we got, those cool chassis that we have in the interluding scenes. Big shout out to the creator team, all the new assets that you see, all this clean look that we've got. I mean, it's super cool. We are in the Asterion casting booth, and I hope you all have had a great first day to finals. This is just the beginning. We had EU this morning, and we just concluded that was the last cast for NA for this evening, but we're going to be right back at it tomorrow with a lot of I am being reminded we do have OCE later on tonight, so 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific. It's in about a little over 2 hours at this point. Yeah, definitely tune in if you're up late enough. I will be. It's only 8 p.m. for Pacific time, but yeah, hope you're enjoying the show. So, yeah, and would be remiss if we did not thank our sponsors, Asterion Products and HyperX. We had that big giveaway, the HyperX Duo Cast microphone. I think we've got some other HyperX giveaways, and we also have, the Asterion casting booth. Dimwee, if you're in the chat, can someone drop? We've got some discounts for you. If I can find the links, both for Asterion. There it is. VRML 5 off Asterion. So any order of $20 or more, that's $5 off. And then there's a similar one for HyperX. So it looks like, yeah, there it is. Beautiful work there, Wonder T Man. So you can go there and, HX VRML 22. So that's HyperX VRML 2022. Use those 20% off only in North America for that one. But show them a little bit of love. Let them know that you're listening, and use those promo codes. It helps us. Lets them know that people are listening, and we like that because that's what supports all these cool assets, all these beautiful voices that we bring to you. And with that, Luke, how's been your first day of watching the finals?
Oh man, it is everything I expected it to be. I didn't know what to expect for this particular matchup, but all day I just seen some incredible Echo Arena for EU and A, and last night as well for OCE. So I'm so excited. I hope every single one of you tunes in because, yes, huge shout out to our sponsors, but none of that is possible without you folks listening in right now. Yes, the creator team, yes, the mod team, working behind the scenes. They're absolutely incredible. But also thank you, every single one of you over on Horizon Worlds and here in chat on Twitch, because, oh my goodness, it is incredible to see how this community's grown. But man, this weekend is so hype. I'm looking so forward to tomorrow and next weekend, Doc.
Totally. Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself. So thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Thanks for joining the conversation. Thanks for being, honestly, a pretty good crew in chat. If you are in Horizon Worlds venues, whether you're on YouTube, wherever you are, I hope you enjoyed the stream. And with that, I guess we're going to say good evening for a little while. Remember, OCE popping off in just a little over 2 hours, and there's going to be, some cool action there. So with that, I have been Doc Education. To my left, Luke, the one you see, and behind the scenes, doing a lot of amazing work and reminding us of important moments all throughout. It's the wonderful, as always, Wonder T Man. Sir Dimwee, big shout out, organizing and helping everybody that's contributing. Big time help. So thank you, and we will see you all soon, tonight, tomorrow, wherever you are. Have fun, and we'll see you soon.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're underway.
Season 6 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Arma.gg, Kiwi Design, Downpour Interactive, and VRware.net.